All right,
Yeah, I'm
cool.
good.
Hey, we're live again. Sorry about that. Technical difficulties. Whatever. That's what you stay to stream, right? I'm stream. Hello. Um. Okay, we can actually start playing D&D. Can we play D&D? Did Jegg get up? Jegg! I'm back. You ass.
Damn. She really leaves the worst moment.
She does. You know what? She can suffer for a second.
You say that like you didn't leave the worst moment also.
I did. I mean, hey, in my defense, my internet cut out and like just completely shut off on my computer.
What are you talking about? I went nowhere. I was here the whole time.
Yes, and you definitely didn't switch to our neighbor's Wi-Fi to save yourself. Yep. We're good.
Hey, I never said that I was loyal, okay? I just said I was here.
I can't believe you. Alright. Alrighty, so, where we left off, guys, let's say for the sake of things, you guys, after going to the hot springs, you were able to return to the Jaeger Hall that night, rest up. So, if you haven't, everybody take a full rest.
Oh, damn, wasn't it like noon when we went to the hot spring?
You think I remember this shit? No.
To be fair, a lot of us were very beat up after a certain someone went into a blood rage, and
Yeah,
Thanks, Ramsey.
Yeah,
well, that's
it was
kinda
a
your
group
fault.
effort.
All right. Do we wanna start from the hot springs? Do we want to start from the Jaeger Hall? Where do we want to start? Because I'll be honest, I don't have it recorded exactly where we left off. I mean, it's recorded, but I don't. But in my little memory box, it's not.
Main party was still at the hot spring. Ramsey, Seraph left for a bit to make sure that Ramsey was okay.
Okay.
And that's all I remember. I'm sorry.
No,
Yeah,
No,
but
I
we
think that's pretty accurate.
Nah, you're
basically
good.
we went to get lunch.
Okay, so lunch. So it is noon. Okay, I don't remember. I'm sorry, guys.
You're okay, buddy. I'm happy.
All I remember is going immediately from like breakfast to hot springs.
Well,
okay,
you know,
so
a lot
I guess
happened
it
to
would
us.
I guess it would be like lunch then. I'm a great DM, guys. I'm sorry. So, it's, we'll say for the sake of things, it's like around noon. There is still a kind of like an arts fair in town that you guys haven't had a chance to check out yet. Other than that, the day is yours. You guys can get cleaned up, everything. The hot spring should give you a full rest if you haven't taken that. The equivalent of so, because of its blessed waters. Oh, Holly talked to the tree. I remember that. That was sweet. I remember that. Alright.
Tree.
What would you guys like to do, though? After leaving the hot springs? If you would like, you can go meet up with Zareth and Ramsey.
Since it's been like at least a day or two or like a day and a half, have I gotten the animal message back from Cat?
Oh, right, yes. So, yeah, probably at this point, your little animal
No, because you said it takes like the form like a small bird, so like I don't know how it's.
Yeah. So it would probably take like a day or two, so it probably would have returned to you by now. The small note basically reads, Cat basically responds with a, I'm glad to know you guys are okay. Endora's kind of in shit right now. And just please stay safe with whatever and wherever you are. The bird had to do a little bit of a loop as she still thinks you're in Zemria, but needless to say, the bird does return to you, and Cat was able to let you know that she's glad to know that you're okay, and that's what matters.
Yeah, I'm debating sending another one. I'll write it down and then if I send it, I'll tell you.
Alright.
I'll just.
Sounds good. Alright. streaming. Okay, great. So, fucking my D&D Beyond for my character sheets is not loading on my computer. I'm gonna kill somebody. I'm gonna try to load it on my phone because I'm gonna need it.
Okay.
No, you don't need it.
I know, it's not like there's a fair, there's a bunch of new NPCs in which I need, like, their names and stat blocks for. Nah, what do you mean?
Oh, damn, we're gonna murder some NPC shit.
If you want to murder them, that'd make my job way easier. I don't even
No,
need to tell you
no,
their
no, no.
name.
Let's
We
go.
don't care.
Murder hobo.
Alright,
Murder hobo time. We got this team.
Sorry, wrong
Wonder-
temperament.
So while Caleb's getting the sheets, it's safe to say that the party does reunite.
Yeah. We could say
Cool.
you guys all meet back up into town. You guys find a little cafe which you guys can meet at. Grab a coffee or tea or just a cake or whatever. And you guys can, or like sandwiches, I guess it's lunchtime. If you guys want to meet up, get some lunch, whatever. There's a handful of very artsy looking folks kind of meandering through the town, dressed in, even though it is still slightly cold outside, people are dressed, you can tell they're dressed in fine silks and very dressy clothing. Not like formal wear, but more just like bright colors, unique textures and fabrics. It almost looks like people are wearing costumes, but they it seems to be some sort of celebration. So they seem to.
Hi. Ripley, do you know what this is?
Hmm.
Go ahead. Actually, Ripley, I'll let everybody can roll a history check if you want.
Ah, yes.
I totally.
History of the modern era.
You
10.
know it. That's a 9.
I'm better than you.
I know that.
Dun, 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 dun.
Make sure I'm not rolling the wrong dice.
100 d20s.
18. Let's go.
I almost rolled the D100.
I feel bad. Alright.
11. Wow.
Nice.
That's kind of depressing.
Zara for the win, though.
That's our history guy.
Exactly.
Yes, I am well educated in modern events.
Yeah, Felix snapped back in, told you, and then he left.
Yeah, I'll say, Holly and Felix, this kind of sort of arts festival, is normally one to kind of like celebrate you would recognize it as just like a celebration of like the town's history. Holly, you probably would recognize this as like Zemria has similar holidays, though, like, not today, obviously, but, you could probably recognize this as a sort of a celebration of some sort of major event in Nimit's history. With an 18, Felix, you would probably recognize today as the anniversary of probably the most devastating attack in Nimit's history. This happened probably roughly around the time of the calamity, and it's a celebration to kind of empower the people and celebrate the survival of the city even through the darkest times in the calamity. Holly, with a 13, you kind of recognize it. Actually, I'll give everybody with above a 10, so sorry, Ramsey, I guess. You recognize it.
He asked the question.
That's
It makes
fair.
sense.
That's fair. You
Okay,
guys recognize it? Is it just like
Referring to what I think you're referring it to, right?
you might be able to guess.
What's everybody's insight, like passive insight again?
I've got a 13.
15?
14.
16
16 is what Quinn said if someone didn't.
No, no.
I heard. Thank you.
If you're going to actively roll a deception check right now, everybody can roll an insight check if you want to.
I don't think he's actively trying to lie, though.
Okay.
It's body language.
I'll still actively incite. Fuck you.
But if
Yeah,
you
can
need
I
me to
also
roll
actively incite?
something,
I want you to roll a deception check.
Okay, yeah, I'm great at those. Historically, fantastic.
Quinn!
Oh no. Quinn, you watch as Zareth kind of takes in a deep breath and kind of like, you could see him kind of realize something and kind of sit back a little bit. And everybody kind of just sees it as like, Zareth is just kind of like leaning back as he's listening to the answer. But Quinn, you pick something up. Do you want to say it out loud, or you could just DM Stephen directly if you want?
And
Yeah,
me,
sure.
excuse you.
So what did
Oh, and Holly?
And Holly. Sorry, Holly, I missed yours. I'm sorry. And Holly. Quinn and Holly noticed this. Sorry. My bad.
My apologies. I'll message them both.
No, you're okay.
Holly time.
Alright, you gonna message them?
Yeah, I'm just typing. I'm a little slow.
No, you are all good.
Also, I will respond. I sent you the message, I will respond.
Okay, because did Holly and Quinn both understand what the festival was about?
Yeah.
Everyone did but Ramsey.
Everyone
Yeah.
Ramsey, which makes sense because he was the one who asked the question. So we love him when the dice work.
And then, or Steven. There you go.
Mm-hmm. Alia doesn't understand shit about what the fuck that means, but it's like, yeah, of course.
So, what is the thing? Oh,
It's a festival. Yeah,
I mean,
that's all you need to know.
that is like the one thing I did know.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
It's
I'll go into a little more detail. They're celebrating because this is the anniversary of a very dark time for the Nimith people.
Oh. Oh, I see. I'm sorry.
Why are you saying so? It's a celebration because they survived. It's
Well,
like a
no, I'm
birthday.
glad that I apologize for pushing it if it is a hard to dwell on.
That would be a touchy subject. I'm not from Nimith.
Fair enough.
Yeah, of course. You have no idea what's going on.
None in the slightest.
Yes, yep, okay. Well,
It's okay, Ramsey. You can just stand there and look pretty. Just look pretty. Do your job.
Can I roll a pretty check,
You are very
Caleb?
good at that.
yes, it is correct.
Holly is, by the way, I will say, keeping her distance from Ramsey at this current moment.
That makes sense.
At least 10
Hold on,
feet.
wait. Sorry. I almost forgot. Is Noctis with you, or did you send him back to the hall to just go be on his own?
I
was
told Clyde that I would be with him at like every moment.
Oh, so I guess it. So I guess
He's with us. He's stuck
God
with us.
damn it! Holly's forced to sit between the two people. There's a barrier. He's sitting next to Quinn or something. I don't know. Maybe not.
Oh, is that a good idea?
He's sitting next to Rypley. He'll just sit at like the Ramsey and Noctis are forced to sit on the most outer side of the booth.
That makes sense. But now they're blocking the exit. Dang it!
Perfect.
Sure.
No exits for you.
No, you did make a promise, so Noctis would just be sitting there. He's like, I don't know. He orders himself a coffee or something. He's just like vibing.
So, are there games to play? Should we go do that like we did at the Winterfest?
I'm just gonna let you just remember what exactly this celebration is about, and then think about what it means, and then get back to you on that.
Okay, I understand that it is about something
Ramsey, are there
serious.
games at a funeral?
I see them smiling and celebrating their survival. I do not know. I know that I have not been explained how this goes. They look
not the ones that I've been to.
I think it depends on the person you're celebrating.
I have not been to a funeral.
Y'all better have fun games at my funeral. I'll be very disappointed if you don't.
Oh god, the pressure.
This quest, then we'll play pin the tail on the dragon.
What?
Nope, fuck not, you do.
I don't think that's good for... If we don't want a second funeral, maybe not. Maybe not.
As you guys are having this conversation...
Never mind.
As you guys are having this conversation, those with a passive perception of, like, over 12, probably, would see, kind of walking into the entrance of this cafe is, this extremely well-dressed drow gentleman. Kind of, like, light grayish skin, and he's wearing sunglasses, like, those, like little, like, round, like, very, like, fashionable sunglasses. Dressed in almost, like, this sort of, like, sparkly... like sparkly vest and like matching trousers. And he walks up and you see he's guarded by these two kind of like one seems to be a half orc and the other just a very large human, protected on either side with like bodyguards. And you see he's wearing this enormous like black fur coat. That it looks like it's devouring him. He's got, like, this white hair that's, like, combed back. It's quite short. And you could see immediately as he steps inside, you hear his, like, heels clicking against the wood, and, immediately you hear him just, like, shout, being like, "I'm gonna need an Americano, and fast." And you immediately see one of the bodyguards rush up to the counter, as the other one escorts him to a table, like, relatively, like, across from you. Like, across the alleyway. Alleyway, that sounds weird.
What's the fur of what he's wearing? Like, what animal?
Do you want to take a, like, nature... We'll do a nature check for that. That would be a nature check.
Okay, it's so we're like, how... Can I try to perceive... I don't know.
Perception?
Yeah, can I use
smell the scent of the animal?
if it has anything left over.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, I got a wrong dog with nature, and he gets perception.
I mean, that hasn't been confirmed.
Bullshit!
No. I think this would... I'll say, I'll give you... It would be nature, but, yeah, it's not going to be perception. This is nature. This is you trying to visibly identify it. I don't think it would have enough of a scent, aside from the
I'm fine.
very, very bright perfume.
That is 21.
Caleb, by the way.
I'm okay.
Caleb, by the way, so what about my question? Would that be possible?
I'm going to ignore you for a little bit, Liz.
Damn, Liz, you're trying to cause problems already.
Exactly.
It's not well. Actually, never mind.
Give him a moment to cook, Liz.
Never mind. Continue the scene.
He sits down, probably across like across the restaurant from you, but like still or cafe. I'm imagining this is like a very small dining space in like a cafe kind of thing. He sits across half of a booth is taken up completely by him in this enormous jacket. Like this, it's like if he is like a size medium, this jacket is probably like a triple to like quadruple XL. It is enormous. God, I hate you.
Go.
I'll also let you, if you want to, we'll do Quinn and Ramsey. You guys can roll history checks for me if you want.
Oh, the 21 for nature. What was
And
that?
17. Yeah.
21, 17. With the 21 and 17, Holly, you see this giant fur coat, and you just, like, there's kind of, like, probably an instinctual nature of just, like, some fucking show person, you know? You try to identify, but you probably wouldn't recognize that. Ramsey and Felix, as you watch this man sit down and take up this enormous space, there is something that kind of, like, it almost makes you feel sick for a moment. As that sort of very silky, kind of fur-like texture you actually have seen recently.
Oh no.
And Felix, or Zareth, that fur is one that you recently got back. Your tail, which kind of curls around your side right now, is made of the same fur that drow is wearing. He is wearing the hide of an obsidian dragon. But, separate question. Can I have, let's have, Quinn and Ramsey, can you roll me history checks, and I'll give you guys advantage because you're nobles.
Okay. 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 That's a 16.
A 16 is pretty good. Quinn? Nice. Okay, we're gonna go with 16 and 18. Both of you with the 16 and 18. You would immediately, recognize this gentleman, as fucking goddamn it, fantasy names I wrote forever ago. Elazar, Alival. Elazar Alival. He is probably one of the highest, houses of, nobility, specifically here in Nimeth. He is not a high counselor. However, his family has been a running line of counselor men and women throughout the years. He's quite known for his flamboyant tastes and expensive parties and whatnot. And his... I need to just close Discord. Elazar is quite known for having money and using it quite a bit, as well as his fascination for very old and ancient magic items. Like his family is the Alival family is very known for historians, and their bloodline goes way back to probably Calamity times, to your knowledge. And that is why they have so much money, and they have what they have. And seeing such a prominent figure in such a public space, the two of you probably would pick up the fact that this is absolutely a show, in some way, shape, or form.
Ramsey is going to look toward Quinn and Zareth and just whisper, "We should go. I think we should go."
I don't think Zareth's eyes have left that man.
Caleb, could you answer my question now?
No, the answer is no.
Fuck. Really? Damn it. But it's a core. Whatever.
I'm not letting you get into pud shit this game, okay? That was pud shit.
Oh, but come on.
You're not Pud this time.
It's a fur coat. Animate Dead would totally work on that.
It would.
Nope.
But no.
Nope, I'm not gonna allow it. I'm not gonna allow it. Listen, I let you get away with plant bullshit this game. I draw the line at undead shit. Pick up Pud's character sheet again, and then we can talk, okay?
Undead shit is my thing.
Exactly.
Okay.
Hey,
All right, Zareth.
this is a great opportunity. You know what it is. It's basically you anyway.
My
You can
God.
animate it and make it choke him out. I'm just saying. I am just saying.
Yeah, I'm gonna go wander around some. I don't like rich people at all. They're kind of. Also, as I'm leaving, could I grow just a little bit of mushrooms on the back of his coat? To just kind of fuck up the fur. Make its quality deteriorate somewhat, because I can just do that from a distance.
Go ahead and roll a stealth. I'll say sleight of hand. This will be sleight of hand, actually.
Looking at this coat, is this something this kid hunted himself?
Probably. My
passive investigation's an 18.
Yeah, go ahead. Roll an investigation. Okay, cool. Actually, I'll let you roll the investigation, and then I'm gonna tell you what happens. Holly with an 11.
Oh, damn it. That didn't work like I was hoping.
Okay, I'll say, you're unsure. This kid definitely looks like he has some amount of power. Whether that be political or physical, you're unsure because this coat just eats him. And you cannot tell what his body looks like underneath.
Alright, let's put it this way. The hide. How old?
With an 11, you're not sure, but you can tell that it's very well taken care of.
No, how old was the dragon?
You can't tell. With an 11, it's hard to tell.
Because the 11 was for trying to figure out if the kid hunted it itself.
Mm-hmm.
For the others, could I just use my passive?
From a distance, you probably can't figure it out. You would probably need to, like, get up close.
Isn't he just at the next table from us?
He's across the restaurant from you. So, like, parallel, but he's, like, the equivalent of, like, 30 feet away. Like, he's... There's a distance. But, Holly, as you try to reach out and cast your druid craft, as you try to, like, focus and just try to mess him up a little bit, you see the half-orc bodyguard, his head turns and snaps towards you, and immediately gets up from the table as you see the drow is, like, casually sipping on the coffee. And...
Could I attempt to change, as I realize I've been caught, can I attempt to change it into a deception check to make it seem like I am just sneezing really hard and I am just a gross fungal infested being?
Roll with disadvantage. I'll give it to you, but you have to roll with disadvantage. No fucking way that's gonna work. Never mind.
But what if? Okay, cool.
Oh, you wanted two?
Holly.
Well, it's been nice knowing you guys.
You watch as the bodyguard gets up from the table, begins to make his way towards it, and you see the drow immediately, like, wave a hand, like, dramatically, like that sort of dramatic, like, slash, like, gay hand. That she'll like, you go stand down. They're just jealous. And then you see the drow kind of look over amongst your party, and
I'm gonna say I'm gonna join Noctis in being disguised.
Yeah. Okay. So we'll say that you were disguised coming in.
Yeah, I do have my mask very presently just sitting on my head, not fully wearing it, but just like on top.
I'll try to block the view from Holly.
You watch as his eyes. You watch as he, like, pulls down his sunglasses, and you see these bright eyes, which Passive perceptions from everybody quickly, please. Sorry.
My passive perception.
17.
16.
17.
17, 16, you would see this.
19.
19,
15.
absolutely. Sorry, Holly?
15?
15, you wouldn't. Zareth.
17.
17. So it's everybody but Holly, sorry. Would kind of notice that his irises seem to rotate ever so slightly. As if he's, like, focusing in on each and every one of you. In the same way, like, a camera lens might tune to focus. His eyes are bright purple. And they kind of seem to just focus in on every single one of you. And they kind of stop, and they kind of stop and hover between Ramsey and Quinn for a second, and he goes, "Oh, a couple of fellow nobles. A pleasure to see you. I'm curious why you're hanging out with such strange folk," he says, the eyes you can immediately see targeting and focusing Rypley, Noctis, and Holly at that point.
Achoo!
I think you would find it in your best interest to not make comments about our company, my friend.
Oh, I'm just making an observation. You're such a colorful crew. And you watch his eyes drift, and they hold onto Zareth for a second.
Can I glare back?
Yeah, absolutely. But you see him squint, and like his head tilts a little bit.
Can I do an intimidation check?
Sure, go ahead.
Cool. I'm unfortunately not very scary, but I will try. That's a 19.
You're very scary.
You see he leans back. He leans back just slightly. And Arvel kind of looks over and goes, "I was just gonna ask if those horns were real. Quite unique. Is this like some sort of cosplay?"
He does not answer him.
Can I do something?
Absolutely, Quinn.
I want to get up and I want to walk over to his table.
Oh no, he's already walked up to
May I?
you. He's
Oh,
standing at the edge of your table. Yeah.
Oh, he's at the edge of our table?
Yeah, he walked over. Sorry if that wasn't clear.
Okay.
Can I hit him with my cane?
I thought he observed.
He's between.
Wait,
there's like a 10 feet. So like, I feel like we need to like have a sitting order because you guys are sitting at a booth.
I imagine I was
But-
sitting on one of the edges, but
I feel like we sort of implied that Ramsey and Noctis were away from everyone else, so we might actually be on the edge. Not to say that you wouldn't be close to the edge, just...
But you do see the bodyguards.
Quinn would ask anyone in his way to move.
Of course.
Yeah, so you can get up. But you do see that there is a bodyguard between you and him, but kind of like off to the side, but still within range. The bodyguard, you could tell, is there to protect him.
Okay, well if he's there, then I will offer my hand. And to shake.
Yeah, but just
Is he gonna shake my
no,
hand?
he just kind of looks at your hand for a moment.
So you recognize me as a noble, but I'm curious if you know exactly who I am.
Well, maybe if I had a bit of your blood, I could figure it out. He kind of grins
That is
at
possibly
you.
the creepiest sentence anyone's ever said to me, and I've heard some very
Oh,
creepy
please,
sentences.
No. I'm a doctor, you could say. Specialize in this kind of extractions. You're,
Never say
you're the-
that.
I'm just honest.
Ben, may I offer some advice?
You're quite a unique one, aren't you? You're the Aaron Guard boy, the one who got cursed with horns, right? Which one are
Cursed
you?
is a...
Oh, please. You're the one with the notorious reputation of fooling around in college. That's what got you kicked out, right? Or, sorry, you chose to leave. That's what they say.
Clearly, your research needs to be updated.
Oh, well, please, enlighten me.
Well, I did happen to finish college,
Mm-hmm.
for one. Also, if you know my family name, then you should know what my family is known for.
Oh, I'm very aware. I'm just curious why you're hanging around with, the discarded Novak. And the current Baron of Vesper. He says, the eyes looking between Ramsey and Noctis. And Noctis, immediately, you could just see, he just... Noctis, who at this point has been just been trying to, like, tune this dude out, immediately turns to look at him. And then kind of, like, back to Ramsey as in sort of a, like, you can kind of tell Noctis does not want to get involved in this. But you do see the drow kind of take a little step forward, pushing... He does not interact with you, Quinn. But he does lean a hand on Ramsey's shoulder and kind of leans in. You've got to tell me all of the drama of what happened. I mean, it's not just normal for a, entire civilization to appear overnight. Oh, and suddenly, their rulers are gone, left, lost and confused. Oh, it's quite a tragic tale, actually. I kind of like it.
We show this boy's a noble. He lacks the manners of one.
Please take your hand off of me.
He does so, but he's like, oh, please. I'm just trying to be polite.
If you were polite, you wouldn't have touched one without permission.
Oh. You think I would try to hurt one of you? No, never.
Or would you simply walk away from the one trying to converse with you?
Because I find you quite boring.
Starting to suspect you might be a fraud.
A fraud? Darling, look at me. Do I look like a fraud?
I mean, yeah, kind of, you do.
A tacky coat like that, need I say anymore?
Tacky? This coat is a historical relic.
Yeah, of course. It looks so good on you.
Thank you.
Stormy type of magic. I'm starting to wish someone would cast blindness on me.
Hey, Quinn!
I'm so tempted to make a vicious mockery roll. I might say, you know what? I'm gonna make a vicious mockery save. I know you didn't cast it, but that was good. That one was good. Go ahead, rolling a d4.
I enjoyed it.
Roll a d4 for damage. Fuck yeah, that was good. That was...
I think it's
Who let this
2d4.
child?
It is 2d4.
That is
Who let
2d4
this child
for
play
that.
dress up with Dante's clothing?
He immediately
7
is
points
like
of
taken
damage.
aback, and you see he does like the thing where he puts like a hand on his chest, like the shocked moment. He's like, "I'll let you know very well that my daddy gifted me this coat for today specifically."
Oh, of course he did.
Can I put my hands up in between him and everyone else at the table? Like, doing the Jurassic World?
Nice.
Oh, for a Jaeger's sake, can you all just drop it already?
No. And I think at this point, Zeref's tail is flipping, like he's pretty pissed off.
You see the eyes immediately target your tail, especially if you're moving it. The eyes target, and he sees his head tilt, and he goes, "Oh, I see. That's why you don't consider me all that special. What are you? Some sort of half-breed spawn?"
Can I hit him?
Sure.
Can I stop Ramsey from doing that?
Okay. So that's gonna be. Should I just? All right. What do we want me to do if Ripley's gonna try to grab the punch? Should I roll the hit anyway?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Cool. Cool.
Roll the hit.
So,
Ripley, I want you to roll a strength check for me to try and catch it.
okay. So that's a nat 1. I think he just does it.
All right. You go to hit him.
That's a nat 1.
Okay, hold on.
No.
Can you roll damage, and you're just gonna punch Ripley instead?
Oh no. Okay. That's 4 points of damage just automatically as Ramsey goes in for the punch and Ripley tries to stop it.
Yeah, Ripley,
I don't think.
I'm just gonna stick my arm in front of it to just take it.
Yeah, and you just gotta get punched. You gotta get punched like in the shoulder, and it's quite hard. As you know, Ramsey was not holding back on this guy. You see the drow kind of immediately steps back. Now seeing that he's gotten you riled up, as he goes, "Oh, I see. Oh, now you're fun."
Oh, for the god's sake, would all of you just shut up and knock it off already? All of you are representing my order. If I am...
Keep him.
Can you just... Listen, I understand that this man has upset all of you, but you are also giving my people a bad representation, and if this person is quite capable of whatever he's doing here in my city, then I can be myself and everyone else that is a part of my order could be severely punished for this. So I'd appreciate it if all of you just act mature for once.
Oh, of course. If it's not your people, then it doesn't matter, right? And Zareth gets up and walks off. He will push back everyone.
Holly will also leave.
You see you see that this drow is cackling
Also,
in the corner after listening to you, Ripley.
Also, Caleb, yeah, fuck it, why not? Could I get a wisdom saving throw?
Absolutely.
With as a reminder, remember to reduce it by a d4 because of vicious mockery.
Oh, absolutely.
Of course.
I want to tell you that right now I rolled a natural 1.
Cool. I'm gonna make him turn into a. I'm casting polymorph to essentially. I'm causing him to transform into a large, spiked creature. To essentially tear up the coat. And then I'm
like a porcupine?
full sprinting away.
Like a porcupine? Holly, what you notice immediately as the spell casts, and you feel it connect immediately. You see his eyes widen and his head tilts to the side, but he doesn't transform. You watch as the bodyguard left to him immediately begins to shift and convulse, turning into a giant porcupine, and he takes like 5 or 6 steps back. And then you see he kind of looks down and he's watching you, Holly, as you're following Zareth at the exit. And you see he watches, he doesn't say anything, but you do see he shakes his head.
I'll flip him off and then fucking just start sprinting, full sprint. I'm a little shit. I'll do what I want.
Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, you do notice that it doesn't affect him. His fat body, at least.
After Ripley gave that speech, Ramsey immediately pulled back and took a moment inward, but I think he recognizes what just happened, and his expression goes from one of disgust to curiosity.
I've seen something like that before. You said... Did you reflect that spell off onto someone else?
You could say so. Why? Where have you seen this magic before?
Ramsey moves so that his leg is visible, and he's going to start pulling it up, revealing the wooden prosthetic.
Here's how it tilts to the side. Oh, you're the fuckers who took down our mon, aren't you?
You. Ah. I will not fight you here. I see that was a mistake. You consider yourself nobility.
I'm the walking face of nobility.
We should
You're
meet.
using that term quite loosely.
Meh. We should meet as nobles do. Later. I think I found we have much to discuss.
Are you inviting me out to dinner? After trying to punch me in the face.
You seem like someone who can appreciate that.
Oh, you're right, I absolutely can. But, if you'll excuse me, I do have a dragon to hunt. He begins to kind of back away. And just kind of
Can I use Sentinel on him as he's moving away from us?
He hasn't been within 10 feet of you this entire time.
That's
His
right. He's been 10
bodyguards-
feet away. That's right.
Yeah, his bodyguards has been in between you and him the entire time. And
Can
you
I-
can tell that the only time he got close was when he got close to Ramsey, and he's been backed off since then. But you watch as he waves his hand and he just goes, "Toodles," and begins to make his way out of the store. Not with like that sort of storming off or speed that Zareth or Holly had, but you see he just kind of begins to nonchalantly walk towards the exit.
I want to use a bonus action to cast Zephyr Strike to double my movement and get right in front of him.
Fair enough. You kind of immediately teleport and you get in front of him as he's...
It's not teleport, it's just straight up movement.
You move, but just very fast, and get in front of him, and you immediately see, like, he doesn't move as he stands directly in front of you. And he kind of looks... I guess he would look down at you. He's...
Is he taller?
Only by slightly. Because you're about 5'6" or 5'7".
In human form, no, he is 5'4".
Oh, 5'4". Yeah, he's looking down
No,
at you.
in disguise, he is very small.
Yeah, you're very small. Yeah, so he's absolutely looking down at you in this form. But you can tell, like, he's looking down through those like rounded sunglasses on his face. I would think before you act, Jäger Knight.
For the first time, I think I actually am thinking about the words that I'm about to say.
Mm.
For starters, on behalf of the people of the Order of Jäger, I apologize for my compatriots' less than stellar behavior. They are a bit prone to high emotions when aggravated.
You watch you can keep talking directly, but you watch as his eyes do drift back towards your table. As you can see, he's smiling and he's looking back at Ramsey and Quinn at the table and Noctis at the table, just grinning as they drifted over to your friends at the table and then back to you. You can keep going.
And secondly, you understand the meaning of this celebration. Would you not feel like it's just a tiny bit rude to cause a commotion, even if, you know, you are who you are?
Oh, you're serious?
Listen, I understand that... Listen, I know that I don't hold as much power being just a member of the order, and you folk have been here a way bit longer than we have, but you understand what I'm getting at, right? It'd be just a tiny bit foolish to try to start something negative in this time of remembrance, would it not?
You see, he immediately leans down and gets like inches away from your face. Rypley, you don't know what kind of power I'm capable of. And I don't think you know exactly who you're traveling with.
I would like to shift back to my birth state. I don't know I worded it that way, but I want to lose.
You go, Wolf. You go, Wolf.
Yep, I'm just gonna keep eye contact. What is he like? How tall is?
He's like 5'7". Like he's much shorter than most of your party, but
Yeah,
like,
I am immediately a foot taller than him, and I will look down.
He looks at you, still that smug smile on his face. Apology accepted. Let's call it a truce.
If you promise to not start any form of problem while we are still here, I'll agree to that.
I don't have to make any promises to you. I pay your daddy's bills.
My father is dead.
You know who I'm talking about. He's holding eye contact with you as he says that.
Anything.
If he knows what he's talking about, he says that. You watch as he begins to he takes a step to the side, and then he.
I'll put my arm out. No, forget.
If you stop me from leaving one more time, Knight, I'll make sure that mask gets taken from you.
Just even under how much of a build does he have?
You're close enough to him. Go ahead and roll a perception check. This is visible.
Yeah, I know. I can't smell the strength off of him.
He reeks of fucking
19.
19. 19. You can tell this guy, honestly, he's quite scrawny. He's got a build probably similar to Zareth. That's sort of like, and Zareth is not like the weakest person in the room, but he is kind of like a slim fit build. But you can tell he's quite slim. He doesn't have that sort of intense muscle that you or Ramsey have.
What are you gonna do? Get the porcupine and the meathead over there to fight me?
You think physical fights are going to stop me? You think you can? You think I'm afraid of a physical argument? If you want to start a physical fight, by all means, go. Feel free to. Fuck. Caleb's choking on his food. Fun sec. Fuck. Sorry. I just choked on my dinner for a second there. There was a piece of rice stuck in the back of my throat. That was not fun. Okay, sorry. Back to it.
Yeah, no, continue talking.
Fuck, I'm so sorry. If you want to start a physical fight, by all means, go ahead. But my fights aren't physical. I will make you hurt in ways you can't possibly imagine. I have power over you and all your little friends here. Go ahead. Try it, Rypley. Oh, no, sorry. Are you gonna get your big brother to fight for you?
I want to get lit. I want to press my forehead to his.
He does lean
I
back.
have-
He doesn't let you touch him.
I have fought beings far greater than anything that you could possibly imagine. I have...
Oh, beasts, monsters, dragons, whatever. You think you're all big and mighty because you punched something once. It's so funny, really.
Unlike you.
Sorry, go on.
Unlike you, the trophies that I acquire, I take myself. I don't need somebody to give me something if I want it.
You watch as he turns and looks back at Quinn and Ramsey and Noctis, and he goes, "Is he always like this?"
Be honest and upfront, then claim to be all high and mighty when all you really do is spend daddy's money.
It's better than trying to gain notoriety with a bunch of dipshits and nobodies.
Ramsey's gonna stand up
Give
from
me
the
one
table.
thing about... Sorry, go ahead.
All good. And he's gonna walk not toward the door, but toward the bathrooms. For the moment, he is seemingly exiting the room.
All right.
On that. Quinn can resume.
Now, if you knew one thing about my family, you would know that things may look ordinary, but they can be extremely more than that. I would say don't judge a book by its cover, but I'm not sure that you've ever read a book in your life, so I'm not sure that that phrase would exactly work for you.
I know enough about your family. Quinn, right?
He's turned away from me, right?
At this point, yeah. He's looking back at your friends. I know enough about your family. And I know enough to know that you don't have...
God!
You don't have any power here in Nimith. Oh, maybe I'd be a little bit more afraid of you if we were in Lunaris, right? Where you can go running back to mommy. What are you gonna do,
Battles,
call
and if you are
somebody?
to address me, noble to noble, you will address me as either Quentin or Mr. Erengard. Are we clear?
You're so scary.
As he's turned away, I'd like to do something.
Sure, what do you do?
Zephyr's Strike is concentration, which means I still have it up.
Mm-hmm.
I also gain advantage on my first attack, and I would like to just straight to the fucking balls, just kick him.
Fucking go for it!
Let's go!
Ramsey,
25.
Who are you calling? Oh, are you calling Zareth?
Yes, I'm
Okay.
gonna go to the bathroom and call Zareth and Holly. Let them
Guys,
know
get back
what
here,
this
we need
guy
backup.
just said, and tell him.
I'm about to
Send
rock
dude.
this guy's shit.
Send dude, we need help.
As you... Sorry. Okay, Rypley, go ahead, roll damage. That absolutely hits. As you go and you go to kick this guy in the ball.
8 bludgeoning and 4 force.
You see immediately his form shifts, and you see the human bodyguard is standing before you, still back turned to you, and you go kick this man in the ball so hard you watch him topple over immediately. As he takes that fully to the balls, and the human begins to kneel over and hear him groan in pain.
Can I just step on,
and you
like,
watch
over top of...
where the human was. So now he's slightly closer to you, Quinn, as he just appears in front of you, kind of
Can I...
where
I wanna
the
use,
bodyguard
like,
was.
step over the bodyguard just like it's a log.
Mm-hmm.
And...
As you do, you step towards it. He kind of is looking at Quinn, and he turns slightly to look at you, Rypley. And he goes,
Oh, that's 2 bodyguards down.
say goodbye to that Jaeger hull you hold so dear. Quinn, I'll let you have one interaction with him if you would like to in this moment before he is going to do something. At this point, he's within 5 feet of you.
Oh God. Wait. Um. Um. Hmm. 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 Um. Wait. Let me double check. So would I be just to double check with the how the spell works? Would I be able to take him through a dimension door?
He would need to consent to it. You could try, but he has the opportunity to save against it and make sure that you cannot do that.
Okay.
I say go for it. That's really cool.
Okay. Oh God. Okay, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go with my other plan. Which might be stupid, but we'll see how it goes. I'm gonna need a wisdom save, please.
Sure. That's gonna be a 26. Sorry. He is really good at wisdom saves. I just rolled a nat 1 with Holly. Which, nat 1's a nat 1. I gotta... That was not a natural one. That was actually quite good.
I just wasted a 4th level spell slot.
Alright.
Uh,
What were you trying to cast?
I was trying to cast Confusion.
Ooh,
Alright.
very nice.
You try to cast the spell on him, and you watch as immediately the spell does not take effect. And as it does so, you watch him vanish from this. And it's a spell you would recognize, as you've casted it before, and so has Zareth. He casts the teleport spell, and he vanishes, but as he vanishes, so does the 2 bodyguards. Just vanish from the scene.
Is this...
Would you allow me to have a reaction in this moment?
No. Because teleport does not provoke reactions. That's why I gave you an action beforehand.
Damn. Because I was hoping I could do counterspell.
Oh! Hey.
Actually, you could counterspell.
Hey!
Sorry, yeah, counterspell, yes, you can cast counterspell. So go ahead. What level are you casting it at?
3rd level.
Okay. And teleport is a... Sorry, I believe it's a 4th or 5th level? What level spell is this? Sorry, 1 second. So, okay, I'm gonna have to ask you... Yeah. So it's 7th level, so I'm gonna have to ask you to go ahead and make a roll for me.
Yeah. So it should be a charisma...
You still have your reroll if you can possibly use it.
That's true.
You got your fate reroll.
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't even matter.
Won't need it!
Let's go!
You immediately, you see him preparing to cast the teleport spell and immediately negate it. And you watch his head just snap to look at you. Like the eyes wide, but it's not fear, it is anger. As he looks at you, Quinn.
Sorry, were you under the impression we were done here?
You messed up, Erengard boy. At this point, I want everybody to roll initiative.
Great. I have a question.
Yes.
Ramsey, finish pissing.
Ramsey's been in the bathroom. I assume you saw what I sent in
So
text
yes.
VC.
So we'll say for the sake of things, Zareth and Holly also roll initiative. And if you would like to join the initiative, because we'll say for the sake of things, you got the call from Ramsey saying, "Hey, things are about to get bad," and if you want to turn around and kick his ass with the party, you're absolutely welcome to. And we'll say that that's kind of how you guys join the initiative. Is you if you want to. So, Zareth and Holly, do you guys want to join the initiative order, or do you want to keep storming off?
Well, we can't just leave them to die.
Okay, so we'll say for the sake
Let's
of things,
go, my friends!
You and Holly are sat at you guys are stood at the entrance as you guys are coming back inside as this is commencing. So, all right, awesome.
I still have my spell turned on, so that's nice.
You're all good. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Oh, Zareth is in no hurry, apparently.
That's fair.
Yeah, well, you still go before me somehow.
He's taking his sweet ass time.
Alright, let's do this. Alright, turn order. Zareth with a 6.
I love our friend group.
The dragon's a little petty right now.
Makes sense.
No, sir, how long can we can trade initiative?
Do you want to?
I mean, I don't know. How much are you gonna be fighting?
Well, we might even pull out a disintegrate.
I was gonna say, please do. I have a feeling this might be a member of the cult. We'll see.
He did in fact tell you that he knew that you guys took down Armand.
He knew about Armand, you guys.
He also, alas, just has an obsidian dragon hide.
From his dad? From his dad? Who's your dad, son? I'm so excited.
So yeah, if we could keep him alive for a little bit, I want to get some information from the little boy. Just make sure he's out of. Oh wait, Holly, you still have that wonderful plant.
That is like the least descriptive thing that you could possibly say to Holly.
Wizard's Bane.
Oh yeah, that bitch.
I love that bitch. One of my top 5 bitches.
You should use that bitch.
I'm just assuming Noctis isn't gonna do anything.
Yeah, fuck it, I'll add him to the initiative.
I don't know. What's he gonna do?
I'll do it.
It's up to you. What would he do?
He breaks his coffee cup and turns it into a shake.
I'll add him to the initiative for funsies. Hold on, that means I gotta pull up Noctis' sheet. I did not have it prepared right now. I am very sorry. Give me half a second, because to be honest, taking 18 fucking years to load anything. Sorry.
We're gonna pull a track.
Pack something, so I'll be back in a minute.
Alright, you take your time. Alright, I'm going to go... it's taking its
I
time.
want to make more drink.
Go, yeah, feel free to. Go ahead, go get drink. Don't take any more of the lemon stuff, though, because I want to try it. I'm not gonna... I'm just not drinking too much.
I won't drink it all.
There's gonna be 2 drops left.
I'm gonna it's gonna be like the, like the goddamn...
It's gonna be like the Baileys.
The Baileys all over again.
I'm sorry, I'll buy you another glass.
No, you're totally fine.
No, you buy the whole thing, only pour Caleb a glass, and then that's it.
That is what it feels. That is what it's like. Yeah.
I'm sorry. No, if I finish it off, I will get you another bottle, and I won't touch it.
Nah, it's all.
It's only It's only $25. It wasn't a lot. Like that restaurant overcharged it by a lot.
Well, it makes sense because we bought it from a restaurant, right? You gotta.
But yeah, if I drink it and there's not enough for you, I'll just buy another bottle. Because the liquor store near our place sells it. But yeah, it's gonna be a while before I'm in initiative. I'm gonna go pour myself a drink.
Go ahead, have fun. Just give us a second while I try to load up fucking Noctis' shit, because it's taking its sweet motherfucking time. I'm just looking at this little circle going round and round and round and round and round and round and round. I'm like, fucking goddamn it. Yippee! Okay.
It's always a good time. I'm so glad that we gradually went from we should leave, we shouldn't start a
I'm gonna
fight,
kill this guy.
and everyone agrees.
Listen.
I left so I wouldn't.
And then
He threatened to hunt you.
And then everyone went, he's not making it out of here. It's not gonna happen. Alright, there he is. There he is. There's my boy. My boy.
Eric even tried to leave so you guys could, like, have a peaceful resolution. Nope.
Alright. That's, Noctis got an 11 on initiative.
I, as Liz, wanted to immediately start some shit, so that's why I left to go make myself food.
Mm-hmm.
And then I came back, and we're still in this situation. So
Gotta finish it.
Yeah, unfortunately we can't slash his tires.
We
Deal
can
he's
slash
forced
something
to.
else. Let's go.
And put shit in his hotel room bed. We can't do any of it.
that's a wild thing coming from the fucking past hotel worker.
Thank you.
Alrighty, Ramsey at the top of initiative. You.
I could have suggested what.
I wish that we had a battle map for this. I'm not gonna lie, but we don't. We don't have.
Oh, good.
We don't have a cafe. Actually, hold on. Wait, I might
Yeah, take your time.
have. Hold on.
Interest layout cafe. Done.
What's this one?
I'm sure I've given you one battle map that has something similar to that you can just crop.
Hmm.
I have no idea which map this is. This one is. Well, I got Kid's Diner. You want to use this, guys?
That'd be funny.
Technically works.
All right, hold on.
You know.
It is a tavern, so.
It's all right. You know what? Yeah, this pretty much works for me.
Why?
Hey, look,
Like,
we got two new allies. We got Cat and Kid back.
Let's go! They showed up for the team.
All right, so we'll say for the sake of things, I'm gonna put Rypley.
Damn, that's
here.
old. That's old Ripley.
That is old Rypley. We haven't used this one in a while. Here, I'll grab new Rypley. It's okay.
It's so funny because this is so different from the shape in my brain, but I'm so willing to work with it. Because honestly,
It is
missed
a
this
very
map.
different shape in my brain as well, but
We'll just say the piano's not there.
Yeah, this is the bathroom. This is
Yeah,
the bathroom.
that's the bathroom. We'll say. You know, gotta make do with what we got. I'll just grab the ball tokens because fucking they're the ones at the top.
We didn't bring the rest of our clothes.
I mean, you guys at this point have changed by now. And Holly and Seraph. I don't have a token for this dude.
You got this, bestie.
I know. Once again,
You do, bestie.
I was expecting to be able to leave this without a fight, and then just to piss you guys off.
You pissed us off too much.
I did piss you off very good, and a natural 20 on a counter spell is gonna do, like, that's just, I can't even, like, that's absolutely, like, that's, I can't say shit. Like, that's good.
I feel a little bad because it's probably not gonna make it out of here.
No.
No, I'll make sure he does.
Do not feel bad about that.
Yep.
At least he's not making it out in one piece.
You know
seven?
what?
I think seven is good.
I'm gonna use the token for Armand again. Hey, it's
Oh.
I just don't have another token. I don't have a token.
What do you mean? Just use Alice's token.
You want me to use Alex?
Use Alos. He's a drow.
I don't think I have Alos's token anymore.
Really?
Really?
Shit.
Yeah, I had to clear out a bunch of my old outcast stuff
It's
in
fucked up.
order
It's
to make
fucked
them.
up. That's fucked
I
up.
know I killed your boyfriend. I'm sorry.
Alos, no.
You
see.
sound really not disappointed about that.
It's okay. I have an Atlas plushie. I'll live.
Oh, that's
I've
fair.
got,
You have him in the
I've
real
got a
world.
drow rogue.
I'll take that.
He's
You
a
know, he
taxidermy
needs to be
elf.
gray.
So,
He needs to be gray.
No.
Holly and Zareth, you guys are over here. Rypley, you pushed him down. So he's got 2 bodyguards as well, which I will use. Do I have, like,
Well, one of them's polymorphed, and the other one is currently wishing he had kids sooner.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh.
So, we'll move it, like...
Also, it should be more like this, and then put his guy, like, right there.
Yeah. And then, hold on, I'll grab another one, and then this one I will, this one I'm going to make bigger. Hello? Sorry, hello? Oh, there, it just went on top of it. Alright, this one I'm gonna go plump here.
It's big.
That's the porcupine.
Mm.
I'm gonna try to see if there's a thing for porcupines. There is actually a giant giant porcupine, stat block. Perfect. Awesome. That's mine now. I'm using that. Thank you, Holly. You guys are fucked. All right.
It's not like I can at any moment just make it back into a person.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, I say keep it like that because I'm sure the
Ramsey,
person would be a
it is
lot worse.
Hear me out. We shrink it to be a normal porcupine.
That reduce multiple spell
mean,
effects. You said it's
The
Ramsey's
plan
turn?
was to make it into like a porcupine, so then it would fuck up the coat, and then
It didn't work.
if possible, Holly would then yoink the coat and then take
It's
it.
dragon. It's dragon hide. Specifically,
Well-
obsidian dragon hide. Use ice magic.
Well, what I was gonna say is, wouldn't his clothes, like, turn with him?
Yeah, that's
Not that
Like-
big ass coat.
the close would turn with them.
I feel if it's like on your body, that's one thing. But that thing,
Just technically.
That's a tent.
All right.
But yeah, you said Ramsey's up first?
Ramsey, you are up first. You do see him over there. But
Lovely.
Ramsey, before you take your turn, I'm gonna quickly take a legendary action super fast.
Sounds good.
Sorry, Quinn. Alrighty. Quinn, well, actually, I don't think there actually is a save for this. I think I have to roll a hit. Hold on. It's been a while.
Yeah, really wishing I took Mage Slayer, not Sentinel.
Yeah.
it's okay. Holly
Oh,
will save
I-
us.
Oh, everyone said Sentinel was the better feat. No, we don't.
We don't
Good.
fight wizards. Not
No,
at
we don't
all.
fight spellcasters. That'd be too unfair for me to basically have an advantage over every
Okay,
enemy.
I didn't say. Hey. I don't
No,
remember saying that.
It's
So
not
therefore,
you. It's literally. I don't. Fucking. Jegg and Caleb both said Sentinel's probably better.
yes, you have to trust
Oh.
the DM.
Hey, you
on
listen
combat
them.
decisions.
Listen,
Alright,
I'm sorry that he made an encounter that specifically goes against our very good advice.
What do you mean?
Maybe I
It's
did
literally
it,
a wizard.
Maybe I did it on purpose. Maybe I didn't. You know, fucking know.
You don't.
Anti-magic shield.
No,
We've got this.
you
We don't need
fully
magic.
just don't want me to have Mage Slayer for that reason, for how he is, for how I am built and the types of enemies we fight.
It's pretty funny.
All right, that's going to be what's the name? That's going to be a soft 20 to hit Quinn. You watch as his hand. He immediately shoves his hand out and grabs just holding on and grabs hold of your shirt and pulls you a slightly and closer to him. But as his hand reaches out and touches you, you feel this intense and necrotic pain crawl across your chest. Quinn, I need you to take 16 points of necrotic damage, as you see the sort of faint purpley film kind of begin to cover his hand and crawl up his arm as he casts this magic over you. And you see him grin. So, Ramsey, you may take your turn now.
Lovely. I have a very important question.
Yes.
So Ramsey is going to slide out of the bathroom, I imagine crossbow in hand, and I'm going to head up about here, beside the piano.
Sure.
Uh,
There's a piano in this nice little cafe now.
beside the counter.
No, we'll say this. We'll say yeah. Fuck it. We'll say this is the counter. There's like a little stage thing for bards. Why not?
Lovely. Ramsey's beside the stage, crossbow in hand. My question is, I wasn't sure if it'd be either because of surprise or because of Quinn being within 5 feet. Do I have advantage on our little evil blorbo for any reason?
No, you're not a rogue.
All right, all good. Then I'm going to use Hex as a bonus action, meaning that for now on, this character is going to have disadvantage on any strength checks, and I get to do an extra 1d6 damage. And Ramsey's just going to fire 2 shots directly into this guy.
Awesome.
Lovely. Hit number 1, d20 plus 10. 26.
26. Hit.
Hit number yeah.
Continue.
Okay, lovely. The second one is a natural 1, however.
Awesome. Perfect. Keep that in mind. I'm not going to forget it.
Thanks. All right, that is a d8 plus 5 for the first set of damage, as Ramsey just shoots twice. And then the last d6 is going to be necrotic damage, as Ramsey does 13 damage to our friend before going for the second.
You watch immediately as let's say he wants to switch places with the porcupine. As you watch as you shoot the arrow it takes and immediately lodges into like the neck of this like porcupine. You see it kind of like you hear it kind of wail in pain as you see he vanishes and switches out of the way. She can do that because technically okay. So it's weird. I used this when we were in combat earlier, so I'm like, okay, now there's actual rules to it. I have to remember. It's fine. So he'll use that, and you watch as the porcupine takes the damage instead. That natural 1 you rolled, I want you to go ahead and roll damage.
Okay, absolutely. I will. Yeah. Okay. That's a d8 plus 5. I'm just gonna roll that real quick. No necrotic because I imagine it's not hitting my hex target. That is going to be 6 points.
All right, that's good. Ramsey, as you shoot the other one, you see that he's drifted off to the side as he switched places. So you go to turn and shoot your second bolt towards him this time, but you watch as he like pulls down his sunglasses ever so slightly, and you almost feel a sharp pain in your side, and you look down and your crossbow bolt is embedded into your side, and you should take 6 points of piercing damage. Go ahead.
Wonderful.
All right, it's gonna be Holly's turn.
Yay. Okay.
All right, Holly, you've got this. You know what to do.
Well, you say that, but there's also another thing I could do, which I'm thinking about.
No, think about it. Only one of these characters uses magic.
But have you considered, I've been wanting to do this for...
Have you considered that it has a magical thing going that just switches the attack onto whatever...
Oh, it's not an attack.
Oh.
It's a buff for allies.
Oh, that could be helpful.
I've been wanting to do this for a while since I got 4th level spell slots, and like, I mean,
if you're itching for it, do it.
Okay, let me just pull up the stat block of this creature real quick so I know exactly what you. Caleb, you're fine. Don't worry about it. Caleb, you're fine. Caleb, you're fine.
I feel perfectly confident in this.
I'm sure you do.
How big is this room, by the way?
This is why we have a map. It is 45 feet across by 65 feet.
Great. Okay. Cool. What's this here? Great. Cool. I'm gonna cast a spell. I'm gonna conjure woodland beings. I'm just gonna summon 8 pixies real quick.
Okay, cool. Do I have a thing for pixies? No, but cool. what's like a pixie? Here, have this duck.
Let's go. Okay, I need 8 of those.
I'll give you 2, and we'll split them into 4 and 4. Is that okay? Because pixies are considered tiny creatures, right?
Yes. Sure, but okay.
Well, if
All
I put
right,
8 of them down, they're gonna cover the entire board.
It's fine. It's fine. Yeah. I mean, I'll have to keep track of it mentally then. All right, let me roll initiative for them, real quick. God damn, their dex is higher than mine. It's fucking weird. It's weirdly annoying. 18. And then I have to, great.
So they're going right after you, Holly.
Great. That's really useful. The question is, where the fuck, there it is. Let's go with those for now, because that seems a bit easier on Caleb. Is that easier on Caleb?
I would appreciate it.
Either way, it's kind of fucked for you. I'm gonna be honest, but because this is just something I wanted to try. So I'm going to basically summon these little pixies, and then I'm going to take full movement to 30 feet, just kind of. Ooh.
You push yourself up against the cast register. Which at this point, now that the fight has commenced, you see the poor barista is like hiding and cowering underneath the desk. She's like this poor, like, half-elven woman. She's terrified.
Actually, I'm gonna go get into melee range.
Alright.
Alright, cool. And then I'm going to turn to Rypley, Ramsey, and I guess also Noctis, because why not? Hey, y'all trust me, right?
Yes.
Great. Good to know. All right. And then that's my turn. And then I'm going to give a command to the...
Pixies.
Hi, Pixies. Cast a spell for me. Because the Pixies can cast once per day polymorph, so I'm going to have them cast a polymorph on all 4 of us, turning us into giant apes.
That's not gonna help me.
It will. It will.
Wrong. You are a giant ape now. Ape together strong.
I can't use my abilities with that.
Yeah, I think Noctis is also going to try to save against polymorph. Because
Yeah, can I?
Yeah, so
Is that
would be,
possible?
What's a pixie's spell save? Quickly, please.
Their spell save is 12.
So that's a
Sounds
wisdom
grab.
save? Wisdom save 12.
Respectfully, I want to be able to use my...
I mean, it's only 2. Okay. All right. Well, if you communicate that, then in that case, then then those pixies will not waste that on you.
Yeah. Okay.
I will say.
Yeah, Noctis will be all like, I would rather not be a giant ape.
Cool. All right. So then it's just 2. I guess only 2 of us will be giant apes then.
So who's a giant ape?
Ramsey.
Holly is also a giant ape.
Quinn, do you want to be a giant ape?
Quinn, do you want to be a giant ape? Come on.
I can. I also need to reload Roll20 really quick because it's doing a weird thing and cutting off half my screen.
That is weird. Okay,
Also, Caleb, one more size up.
Oh, okay. Lovely.
Despite the name Giant Ape, they're huge. They're huge beasts.
Yeah, we're just gonna.
Thank you. Cool.
Move
Thank you.
Noctis out of the way. Sorry.
So we are big, and the rest of them are going to focus on the rest of the fucking pixies are just going to turn invisible and then dart off and hide. So then their invisibility, so then their concentration stays strong.
All right, perfect.
Cool. Neat. I'll send the giant ape stats.
Awesome. Quinn, it's your turn.
I don't think Quinn can cast spells.
That would be great if I could take my turn, but Emerald 20 is just not loading.
Great.
Well,
You can make so you're a giant ape. You can make 2 fist attacks.
Or you can make 1 rock attack, but you're not at
We
range,
don't
so-
have rocks.
Well, there's chairs. You can throw a chair. Ramsey, I want you to throw that entire piano at him.
But,
What
yeah,
do you
okay.
throwing them around? You know, Hulk ragdoll it.
Well, if you'll allow it, I will, Caleb Teafling. Anything for you,
yes,
Captain.
That would be so funny.
Okay.
Anyway,
I'll give Steven a second to see if we can get roll 20 going.
mhm.
If not,
Yeah.
If not, if you want to say you cast something else and you don't want to be a giant ape, because you are within 5 feet of the giant porcupine, by the way.
I think I managed to
Beautiful.
Nice.
to fix it. It's just loading now, so keep it to movement.
Mm-hmm. I did send the giant ape stat block in chat, in text where we say we're a bit strong, I'll say. We got a good casual 157 HP.
Jesus
Well,
Christ.
Harambe, more like Harambe.
Ape.
Make those count.
What's better than using 1/4 level spell slot for polymorph than using 1/4 level spell slot for 8 possible polymorphs?
Beautiful.
It's the best possible plan.
It's a good plan. It's a good plan.
Okay.
So this is how druids get their T-Rexes.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's pretty great. Liz and I have talked about this before. Honestly, it's one of my favorite Holly things that you've had ready.
Mm-hmm. I mean, technically, if I wanted to, I could also then use the other ones to cast fly on us as apes, so then we're flying apes, because they also have the capability to do that.
I'm just imagining apes with little pixie wings on their back.
It's
We
really
can
funny
fly. We can fly.
because this is 1 a day for each of these, so each individual one can cast polymorph once a day, fly once a day, and any of the other spells that they have once a day.
Okay.
I'm not
Okay.
fixing these. Fucking 1/4 CR monsters are done.
I guess I will use my fists on the man in front of me.
All right,
So
for the porcupine.
two attacks. Yes, porcupine in front of me. So get 2 attacks as the giant ape. First one is a 25 to hit.
Hello,
Caleb?
an ape.
25 definitely hits him. Yes, absolutely.
Okay, I'm gonna. Is it okay if I roll for the other attack now, and then I can roll damage all together?
Yeah, go ahead. 21 absolutely hits. Yeah, go ahead.
Cool. So that'll be.
It's got an armor class of 11, by the way. So.
Wait. Okay, I will mention this. Technically, it's not attacking him, because as soon as I cast the spell, concentration on polymorph would have dropped. So therefore, this is back to just being a regular guy. So it's going to be doing damage to the regular
This
guy.
is a regular dude then. Okay, perfect.
Yeah, so now it's just regular guy taking
lovely.
some damage.
Oh no. He's
No
crushed.
more polymorph.
Alright, hold on. Let me check
That's
his actual hit
points
points.
of damage.
Don't think he has enough HP, Caleb.
He does. He's alive still.
Not for long.
You boop, and this man already looks bloodied as he's laying crumpled on the floor after getting just beat the shit out of him. And you just see Noctis grinning as he's watching the chaos emerge, as he's just standing there. And I think he's doing something similar to that sort of stress smile that you do, Rypley. And like that sort of like, this is absurd, and he doesn't know what else to do, so he's just smiling. It says it is his turn, and he technically is on your side, so I'm gonna actually, he is gonna take a second.
Roll to see what if he will actually do anything.
No, he will do something, but he has been perceiving this man for a while now, and I want to see if he can help you. He absolutely can. Rypley, you hear in Lycan, because he doesn't want him to understand it, and also your friends are giant apes.
And I'm also sure that this man does not know our language.
Yeah, safe assumption. So I'm gonna text it to you. But
Okay.
all of you hear Noctis quickly shout something towards Rypley in Lycan, a language you would all recognize.
Also, it technically could have made us T-Rexes, but then but that was the thing. I was
No,
like,
that would-
that feels mean to Caleb. Let's tone it down a little bit.
A little bit to giant apes, yeah.
Hey, that is a step down CR wise. All right, I don't want to hear
Okay,
it. I could have
above the game, I'm gonna say this. I kind of figured that out.
Yeah,
but
I'm
thank
assuming
you.
all of you have at this point. You're smarter than that.
I mean, yeah.
But like, but I'm just seeing if Noctis figured it out, which he absolutely did. The man has an insane fucking modifier. All right.
Also, technically, I could have made all of us into sperm whales.
Oh fuck. The problem is Noctis could absolutely kill both of these guys right now, and I'm like,
But he's not going to.
he could.
Good. Please. Please.
I don't know. This guy has taken a bit of damage
He's taking
from
a
me.
bit. He's taken. He's taken 8 points of damage. He's getting back up. He's fine.
No, it was 8 plus 4.
Oh, 8 plus. Yes. So this guy is not doing good.
No, he is fine. He just is.
Okay. I'll
He's
tell you,
kind of
this
in
guy
Ramsey.
looks perfectly. This guy.
This guy's in Ramsey's boat now. He only has 1 left.
All right.
The guy just took 38 points of damage. Isn't looking too hot.
Yeah, I know, it's crazy.
Is there like a him-shaped hole in the ground?
Not just. I'm trying to figure out who he's gonna attack, because I wasn't expecting this combat to happen at all, and also Noctis being here is weird for me.
Yeah, because he could probably beat all 3 of them without trying.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know if I want to use that just yet.
Well, you don't want to pull out the fucking Sephiroth sword again and just
He
leave this entire build.
doesn't have the sword, but he does have some other things that I'm like, this. I'm looking at a boss sheet right now, and I'm just going like, do I wanna?
Use him for support. What kind of support does he have?
What kind of support? It's Noctis. He doesn't have support spells. So I'm gonna go. That's going to be. Oh, who am I fucking kidding me? A 26 absolutely hits this poor man on the ground. And then the second attack. Yeah, okay, 21 hits. 21 hits, okay. Yeah, he's just gonna hit him 3 times. I'm just gonna use his normal multi-attack on the fucking poor dude in front of him. So this giant ape and Noctis just start beating on this guy. It's so intensely. It's kind of tragic, actually. Cool. All right. He does damage. He does 20 points of damage as you just see Noctis, almost similarly to the ape, kind of like just gets down, and just you see him just beginning to punch this guy on the ground. He's not using his claws, but you just see him just punching. Alright. It's his turn. The bodyguard is going... Olivel's just... You see him just kind of wipe his... Kind of like he's like wiping his brow, but he almost looks like stressed. As he's watching just the apes appear. And you see... You see as he kind of just, Elazar kind of just wipes his brow, and he kind of thinks for a moment. You all are fucking insane for destroying this perfect establishment. That's all I'm gonna say. And you see he begins to take off from underneath the jacket. You see he begins to remove a bracelet. And it's like a silvery bracelet with like some sort of like ruby-like gems on it. What was the D100 for? Oh, wow, Magic Surge.
I redeemed it for this guy,
oh,
yeah.
Perfect. Okay, perfect. Sorry, I didn't see it until right now. Give me...
No, you're still good.
Give me 1 second. I have to pull up the sheet. Sorry.
No, you're so good, Busty.
I was too busy looking at my fucking boss document going, like, I could fully murder this guy, but, like, because these guys are much weaker than Noctis, but I'm not going to. 43. What's 43? What is 43? Ha! Oh, boy! How many creatures are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You know what? Ramsey, roll me a d12.
Ramsey, roll a d12.
Well, I mean, not Ramsey, but Jegg. Because you're the one who redeemed the Wild Magic Surge.
Okay, that's 7.
Alright, perfect. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's Noctis. Cool. Fucking, alright, nah, that's fine. You watch as he takes off this bracelet, and you watch him throw it to the ground, and it snaps into 2. And as it snaps into 2, you see these bright kind of like reddish bolts of light expel from the bracelet, and immediately you could see their tracks were immediately going to be evenly spread out amongst all of you. But then you watch as they all quickly, like, almost like they pinpoint and then and then just immediately target Noctis. So now I'm gonna roll a bunch of damage and then give it to Noctis. That's fun. You guys are fucking lucky. I hate you. My poor boy. You just watch Noctis just like cough a little bit of blood as he just gets pelted in the chest over and over and over by these beams of light, and he looks fine, but it looks like he took him by surprise. And as the bracelet drops to the ground, you see him. He's going to take another few steps backing away, and he is going to vanish again. And he is gone. But the bodyguards remain this time. Originally, you saw the spell was going to affect all 3 of them. This time, those 2 remain. Another thing that happens now that they've been freed, though, oh god, it's Rypley, Noctis, Quinn. You guys are within 5 feet of these guys. You watch as their forms begin to sort of bubble and sort of like almost kind of like bubble shift and like it almost looks like they begin to bloat and expand in the spot, as you can see their eyes immediately kind of like, from whatever colors, they were kind of like a dark brownish originally, they immediately dull out and be kind of like this blinded gray, kind of like lavender color, as their forms, like one kind of like that more greenish half-orc tone, the other like that fleshy anomaly. They kind of become these like large puddles of what humanoids they used to be, as these large bloated creatures begin to turn, and they just turn and they begin to hack. I'm gonna roll the first attack for you. All of them are gonna be targeted to you, Rypley, because you're the only person within 5 feet of that one. I'm very sorry.
They all have disadvantage because of the cloak.
Alright, good to know.
Until they hit, they'll have disadvantage.
22 to hit for the first one.
I mean, yeah.
Alright. 18 for the second.
Yep.
And 15 for the last.
Nope.
Alright. So first 2 attacks hit. That's going to be... go ahead, take 14 points of slashing damage as you see its long nails. Like, you see, like, I don't want to call them claws, because they look like human nails as they reach out and they kind of claw and tear into you. You can see this thing is trying to reach out as it's attacking you. While it's attacking you, can you make a strength saving throw for me, as this thing is trying to pull and, like, latch onto you?
Yes, I also don't. Wait, hold on, wait, I need to double check something.
You're not raging, so you don't have advantage. Right?
No, I was seeing if Zephyr's Strike also gave advantage on, but it just makes me invulnerable to opportunity attacks while it's still concentrated.
It's not an opportunity attack. This is.
I know it.
Grapple.
I know it's not.
Okay,
24.
yeah, you're fine. You're able to try to shove it away, but you do still take that 14 points. And the second one is going to split its attacks. It's going to do 1 on Noctis, 2 on the giant ape, because reasonably so. That's going to be a 27 on the ape, a 12 on the ape, and then that's going to be a 25 on Noctis, which obviously is going to hit him. So I'll roll Noctis's damage first because I get to keep that one secret. Alright, that's fine. And so for my good guy, you're gonna take 10 points of slashing damage. And I think because the creature's larger than it, it cannot grapple you. So, but you'll still take the 10 points of slashing damage, Quinn.
Yes. So, does that apply to, because I'm not sure how polymorph works, does that apply to Quinn, or is it
That's
a little
going to be
bit
your monkey. That's your monkey health. That's your monkey health.
That's monkey.
So is it like if the giant ape drops to 0, then I turn back into...
Yeah, you turn back into Quinn at 100% HP.
Yes. So you have to take all of that HP before it does anything.
Alright.
Okay.
Zareth, your turn. Yeah, the guy left.
I'm sorry. I thought ape would work better. My bad. Ape is temporary. I forgot. Anti-magic is forever. I forgot. I'm so sorry.
It's fine. It's just he's gone now. You guys got that handled, so I should probably start tracking him down.
That's smart. That's really smart.
So I'll just leave the coffee shop.
Do you want to disengage from combat?
I was never in combat.
No, but you should.
I wasn't engaged with anything, so I didn't do anything the entire time. I've been by the door.
Well, but it is your turn, so if you want to get in there and do something, you can fuck these guys up.
It's too late. It's already the end of it. I'm gonna go find the guy that ran off.
No, I'm just saying, if you want to blow up these monstrosities, you're more than welcome to.
I'll let the apes handle it.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, okay.
He's still in the room. He's just invisible.
I think that's what Caleb's implying.
Oh.
I mean, would
He
could
teleported off.
He disappeared.
Vanished.
It's DM lingo for invisible, not teleportation. We gotta do some stuff. Might be a good time for a perception or something.
Well, I mean,
Okay.
oh, wait. I feel like
'Cause he
I feel
said-
like the wizard would know Arcana well enough to be able to tell what spell was cast.
That's true.
Would you like to roll an Arcana check, actually, Zareth? I'll give it this to you for free.
Sure, I can.
Okay, hold on. Can we hear? Are we here?
Yeah,
I
hey
think
buddy.
so.
Hey buddy.
All right.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. Okay, I think OBS just reconnected as well, so I think we're all good.
Nice.
So we got a
Yeah,
27 on that Arcana check. Zareth, through the giant bodies of giant monkeys. You pick up with your keen arcanic sense is not only did he not cast a spell, but he did not teleport. There's a specific sort of material, or there's a very specific sort of area of like somatic, if not somatic, if material. What's the other one? There's some components there are components that are required into casting teleportation magic that this man did not display at all before he vanished. And you kind of get the idea that he's probably still in the building. But you also notice that he did not cast a spell. So you can probably put together with a 27 that it's highly possible that he had an item that allowed him to cast invisibility.
Okay, well, I think I can destroy one of the items he's got on him. Just because I know the weakness of the thing that he's wearing. So, where I last saw him, I'm going to have Fireball cast, but I'm changing the damage type to Ice.
Alrighty, go ahead.
So if you weren't gonna do that, I was just gonna waste my
roll. Actually, just so because technically there's nobody within he was here
like
this. Since there's nobody visibly here, go ahead and I want you to roll I want you to roll the damage just outright, please, and then I will take it.
Okie doke.
Let's go, Zareth! I love Zareth changing damage types, by the way. It's just so fun to have an ice ball.
32?
Yes!
I've got some bad news. I cannot grab his token. I cannot grab the token, which is still on the board. There we go. Oh god. Damn. Alright, that's where he should be. There we go. Go ahead, roll that. I'm gonna roll. What's the save, by the way?
17.
17, perfect. Okay, cool. And half of that would be... Oh, I guess it wouldn't... yeah, sure. Alright. As you cast it, you hear an audible shriek, but he remains invisible. But you do hear him. As you just hear it, kind of like noise, as he was not expecting that. But yeah, you got him. Because I was gonna say half damage, but I'm like, oh no, he doesn't take half damage. He would take the full damage in that scenario because ice.
Yep.
It's fucking. You are playing your own game. I love it. All right. Anything else, Seraph?
Nah. Just keeping an eye out.
All right. Perfect. He does remain invisible, but you do hear him audibly shriek. All right.
Wait, he hasn't taken damage yet.
Oh, that's true.
Would sneak attack not apply?
Sneak attack would apply.
Roll it!
Roll that sneak attack.
Woo!
That's hey. That's a. You know what? That is a sneak attack. Oh my god. Okay. Actually, that might do it. Okay. Hold on. Okay. We'll see.
5.
It's only 5.
5. That would be. Oh fuck! Damn it! You're 1 point off. 1 point. When I tell you you are 1 point off, I feel bad. That's okay.
Damn.
No, that's okay. That's okay. But same scenario. You hear him shriek, from like this area.
Okay. I'll come back to it.
All right, Rypley, your turn.
I want to point this out. If the second I can get within 10 feet of him, if he's still invisible, blind sight ignores invisibility, so I'll also know where he is.
Yeah, but true, but there is a giant mass in front of you.
I know.
Gotta fight the flesh.
Roughly where, like you said, here?
Yeah, and that's
kind of where he moved.
Area.
Just for me, I want to see.
Alright.
And like this thing looks relatively fine.
Surprisingly, when it entered this farm, not all, but a lot of the damage that Quinn did to it seemed to have been mended as its skin kind of cured itself. Not all the damage, but definitely some of it.
Okay, I'm thinking I have a strategic idea. That this feasibly could work. Hold on, actually, I know I'm not raging, but I want to also have this up because this is blind sight. And I'm still concentrated on Zephyr Strike, so if I moved out of these things' range, opportunity attacks would not hit me. I'm going to... I want to double check. It's like, if I move here...
I'll say, with your keen ears, go ahead and make a perception check with advantage.
I mean, it's always with advantage, but...
Well... It's always with advantage, but yeah, because you got the ears. 13. Wait, yeah, with a 13, I'll give you like these, like within like these. Kind of, like...
Well, if I move here, which is I believe still 35. Yep. Now he is now in my blind sight range. If I close my eye, like where can I see him?
Roll me another perception check.
Is that sight or perception?
I'll give you advantage because this could be smell. Or hear.
Okay.
You're using blind senses, right?
Yeah. 26.
26. That's good. I figure out how to grab this goddamn token now. There we go. I figured it out. Nope, I didn't figure it out. Hold on. Give me a second. Fucking god. Token layer. You pick up.
Perfect. I can use a point of my ranged airstrikes. Which, yeah, I'm just gonna throw one airstrike at him with range.
Go ahead.
Because I know what's gonna happen. I do believe this is my first attack with Zephyr Strike, so I'll get an advantage on that. $14, I'm assuming, doesn't hit. I will.
And it cracks against the glass, kind of shattering it because there's a window right there.
Yep. I
The
will.
glass kind of shatters, and you watch he like lifts up his arm. The glass kind of raining down on him.
I still have I still have another attack.
Go ahead.
Which does not have advantage. I'm assuming 10 doesn't hit.
Sadly not.
And I cannot. I can't offhand.
Though he is still technically invisible in this moment, I will give everybody else kind of like the you kind of understand like he's in this direction because Rypley is obviously attacking the area around the window.
I can't. No. Am I able to offhand and ranged airstrike? Also, I'm pretty sure I'm using all of my non-ranged ones right now by doing this.
Yeah. You made your 2 attacks though, right? That's all you have.
I don't see if I could, because I haven't used a bonus. I was trying to see if the.
You can't offhand airstrikes.
Oh fuck! Wait. Oh no. Okay, wait. Actually, there's something I still can do. Let me. Where is it? Where the fuck is it? I can still move with Zephyr Strike because it gives me an extra 30 movement. So I can move here. I can move right up to him and then offhand and strike.
Go ahead, offhand strike. Yeah. 20,
Also, wait.
20 hits.
Sorry, this should be with Zephyr Strike. So
20 hits.
I'm just. I know it's not that. It's the extra damage. I'm trying to have to double check what it is.
Okay.
Because I made a thing for it. That's an extra D8. So that's 13. No, don't roll twice. So 13 or 12 bludgeoning and 1 force, which I know won't hit him, but.
A 20 hits.
But does he teleport? Does he swap places?
No, he doesn't. As you punch him, and you actually feel as your hand connects with his shoulder. The large hide you see now tattered in places, covered with that snow and ice. As the invisibility immediately drops all of you.
Ripley's just smiling.
And he looks.
This isn't the stress smile. This is genuine smile.
You watch as he's looking at you, and you just see he slowly shakes, like just ever so slightly. He just shakes his head at you. Ramsey, it's your turn.
Did he got him, right?
He's visible. I'll tell you that.
He's still alive?
Yeah, he's still alive.
I did 13 damage.
This is a boss. Of course he's still standing.
Okay. I'm gonna throw the piano.
Great, that's gonna hit me.
Yep.
No.
That's also gonna hit Rypley.
Dang it. Okay,
yeah.
well, how much speed do I have? Alright. Well,
if you roll a piano, I'll let you roll to hit, and it's gonna hit both of them, but I will give Rypley this chance to make a dexterity saving throw to get out of it.
Well, I was gonna say that's it. I can't see that because it's from behind. Because I was gonna say danger sense, but it's only with things I can see.
Yeah, it's
all right
behind you. Okay, but I'll give Rypley the chance to make a dexterity saving throw to get out of the way.
Sure.
Right? That fair? So go ahead, roll the hit with your rock throw, and we'll just say for the sake of this, the piano is the rock.
And I'm assuming I'm just doing the.
Yeah, make a dexterity saving to get dodge out of the way.
All right.
12.
That is a dirty 20.
A A 12 with a 12. I'm gonna say you're gonna take half damage. Okay.
That's fine.
All right.
Ramsey
Ramsey, roll damage.
picks it up with his big blue arms, and he rolls
I like the
76
idea
plus
that you're a
6.
giant blue monkey.
Yes! And he does 33 points of damage as a giant ape. I just have one last
that's-
question for you.
16.
He's still standing. But now the entire wall has begun to cave in as you throw this giant piano at him. Though the area around you is damaged and pulling. What's half of 33?
It's 16 and a half.
17 points of damage, Rypley.
Okay,
as
well,
a
I'll
piano
take-
falls on you, you hear the loud cling of the keys as they all shatter and scatter over the place, and you just see Elizarius just like, you threw a fucking piano at me!
Oh,
Alright, Holly, it's your turn. Yeah, sorry.
Great. I want to. Sure. Yeah. No. I'm just doing ape shit. What is ape movement, by the way? 40 feet.
Yeah, you can get there.
Oh yeah, quite easily. I don't care about opportunity attacks. They can fucking hit me all I want. Go ahead.
They will.
Jesus.
They absolutely will. And I'm gonna need you to make 2 strength saving throws, please, as you try to run through them or leap over them.
Actually, could I? Okay. Actually, instead, could I walk here and then attempt to grab one of them and use them as a rock?
You could certainly try, but it does get to save against you.
Yeah, no.
All right, perfect.
I'll make a
first
I'll
one's
make like an athletics check or something.
that'd be a strength
strength.
save. So, well, first of all, as you pass the first one, the guy, the human one, the guy up here, I'm gonna need you to make a strength. I'm gonna need you to make a strength save, please, for passing him, and then also a
To pass him, only 11.
to only 11. So you are going to be stuck there as you feel as the nails kind of dig into like your hind leg and begin to pull you back. Holly, not that it matters, you're a fucking monkey.
Ape. Sorry,
It's fine. So you're gonna take 10 points of damage as it claws into you, making its attack. The other one's gonna make an attack of opportunity, but will not grapple you, and that's the one you can use as a rock. It will still try to attack you. 16 to hit your big ape form.
Yeah, that hits.
Awesome. That's gonna be 15 points of damage.
Cool. Me
Sorry.
and
Ape. Okay. And go ahead, make me. So it's gonna be strength v strength. All right.
cool. I did make a strength check. That's what I just did. It was a 16.
16. All right. Perfect. I have to beat a 16. We'll see. 18. I rolled an 18 on the die, and they do have a +4 to the save.
Gotcha. Okay.
Sorry.
Nah, that's how shit works sometimes.
You watch as its feet kind of dig into the ground between you and Quinn, and this thing does not want to go anywhere. As you try to grab onto it, but it does not want to go. And also, Holly, you're stuck in that place because of the grapple. So, or not? You're not grappled, but you're for the equivalent of this. You're basically sentineled. So you're not allowed to move. So, your movement speed at this point is 0. You still have your action if you wish to attack.
Yeah, why not? We attack in this household. Because I could attack. Yeah, I'll just fucking make some swings. Not much else I can do.
Which one? Human guy?
The
or
one
ape
that has grappled me.
guy? That's
Quote
this guy
unquote.
here.
Alright, so that is going to be +9 to hit, so it's I'm just gonna roll both of the attacks. Oh wait, sorry, that's a 14 and a 20.
14 and a 20. Yeah. both. Sorry, 14 doesn't hit, 20 does.
Okay. Alright, so the 1 damage would be 3d10 plus 6. Alright.
The equivalent of the grapple is broken. But that's gonna be alright, perfect. Alright. Still gooey and fleshy and standing, but it's there. As a monkey, I don't think you can control your pixies anymore. Is that fair to say? Can you?
I mean, I gave them the command to hide,
So
and then...
I'll say they remain hidden.
Uh-huh.
Alright. Quinn, you're up. Steven?
He got up.
Oh my god. I hate
He
this
said
guy.
he'd be back.
I hate this guy.
No.
He
No.
lives when it's his turn in combat. Well, I
Such a Jag move.
I have been working against that for quite some time.
Uh-huh.
I have been.
Uh-huh.
Why must you bully me?
Uh-huh.
You've aged me into an old woman with your hatred. Please. I try to be good and kind and better.
Uh-huh. Do your
My
evil voice, Jegg.
bones.
The key word was
Jegg,
try.
Jegg, do your evil voice. Do it.
Which one is the evil voice?
You've been my
You know
DM
the
many
evil
times before,
voice.
Jegg. You think I fall for that? You are wicked. You are evil. You've made me cry.
You are the fun.
Caleb,
Yeah.
I'm going to need you to roll your first death saving throw.
Yippee! It's like when you power word killed me again. Let's go.
Yeah.
Memories.
Good times.
Good
It was.
times.
Celebrate
What's going on with that?
Well,
Your
I
turn.
was
Your whole-
bullied.
your whole
perhaps
turn.
You know what? Some monkeys turn in initiative, but that monkey got up for a second to go get food, didn't he? What a
But it's the monkey's turn.
I
It's the
that
monkey's
monkey's
turn.
How dare I require nutrition?
Sorry, monkey, but
I
it's
thought I
your
had time.
turn in initiative.
Ooh, or whatever monkeys say.
Bang,
Can-
bang, wada, wada, bang, bang.
Can I? Because Liz did the same thing I was gonna do. Can I try to throw the one that Holly failed to?
Yeah, you can try.
I did end the grapple on me, so it's no longer attached to me.
No, the one behind you was grappled to you. This one was not. This one just succeeded on the strength save.
Yes. So
So yeah, you could try.
Hold
So
on,
that's
let
gonna
me
be strength
pull
v
up
strength. So go ahead, roll
Monkey
strength
strength.
check. With your
Monkey strength.
monkey
With your monkey
stats.
strength.
It's plus 6 for strength.
Okay. Cool.
Okay.
So...
That is double what my man rolled.
Four?
My man rolled a 12. Yeah. Why? Okay. Well, as you throw him, go ahead, roll plus rock damage. Just roll to hit plus rock damage, please. And as you throw,
To hit.
yeah, roll to hit. You have to roll a hit still. But
so,
I can only
that's
imagine like the
okay.
Wilhelm scream as you chuck this guy, man. Not really a man. He's more of like a homunculus. Definitely hits.
Breaking dishes up in
27, and so it'll be 76. So...
I'll give you half of that because this is not as big as a piano. Is that fair? What's half of 7?
half damage.
Sure, we'll just do
Half of 7. 7 doesn't have
I
easily.
know, that's
So
why I'll give you 4. How about 4 instead? Because you are the piano I got.
I was just gonna roll the damage and then we could have it.
Okay, sure, we'll do that. Roll the damage, we'll have it.
Whatever the dice roll is.
A human is much more
Um,
valuable and also. Fucking Christ.
So
Half of that would be.
that's 31, but so 25 because
25.
that's a plus 6 on that. Unless you want to have the +6 as well. So
I'm
So,
gonna use his reaction.
25,
He's
so-
gonna use his reaction this time because he didn't get to use it. Because it restored after his turn, and he used it originally to teleport himself. He's not gonna use his reaction this time. As you see this man coming, what he's going to do, you are using his weapon against him. What happens is you watch as you chuck this man across the board. He comes flying, and hits the spot where Elazar should be, but you watch kind of like mid-air him and Elazar swap places as you watch his goopy body crash and splinter all over the floor, and you watch as Elazar kind of fall and land on top of the sort of large, like half-orc fleshy substance, catching and breaking his fall. The half-orc will take had that half damage, that 24 points of damage, which I will mark down.
So 24 is not halved. That was before the +6, so it's
Oh, so
12.5 would be half of 25. So 13, 12 or 13 plus
well,
6.
let's just do 25.
Okay.
That's fine. I'm fine with that. Thank you for the raid.
So just no +6.
I'll give you +3, so we'll do 5. Because God, doing half math is weird. Because this is like not. A
Basically, I'm
battle.
saying 25. So
There.
sorry, 25 was the total dice roll before the modifier +6.
Okay, so let's do 25 plus 6, which is 30.
So
31.
30. Yeah.
31.
So that's what I rolled, but you said it's halved. So
50. Oh God, the guy's dead. Never mind. If it's 31, he's dead. As he hits the floor, there's like a loud, sort of wail as he hits the floor, and then it's just splat as like sort of like you see blood and guts begin to spill all over the floor, and as Elazar lands on top of it, you see his coat and the back, his entire back in like the coat, kind of immediately gets covered in the same sort of like ichor of this guy, and you see him just his eyes wide as he looks pissed. Yeah, technically, yeah. All right, Noctis's turn. You guys seem to be taking care of him. Noctis will immediately go over here to this man, and just so casually is just going to beat the shit out of him. Let me roll a couple of dice. This is the one who already got beat the shit out of. So he's not gonna have a good time. He's definitely not gonna have a roll. That's a natural 20. Noctis is not. That guy's not having a great night. Ain't not having a great night at all. Okay, so it's,
He brought this amongst himself.
yeah. That's gonna be. Oh, this dude was like, okay, so he's still standing, but fucking barely. As you see Noctis begin to tear into this figure. You guys seem to have everything else covered. Actually, you know what? Since it's Elazar's turn, Elazar is going to immediately push himself away from the goo. And immediately crawl out through that shattered window into the street. You see, as he gets out, he leaves the giant coat behind him. He leaves the giant coat on top of the corpse of his old bodyguard. And
wait, so hold on. If he was, when you say on top, he was here on the map. Was he not like on top of there for?
Yes.
So you're saying he was here to begin with, or was he
no?
top?
He would be on top of him.
If he was on top, then I'm using Sentinel. That's straight up movement.
Sure, Rypley.
I can use my reaction to use Sentinel.
Sure, Rypley. Go ahead.
I'm assuming
No.
12 doesn't hit.
Doesn't hit. As he sheds the coat, and makes a sprint out for the street, you see him run to the nearest crowd of people, covered now in blood that's partly his own and partly his partner's. And you hear him begin to scream, "Guards! Guards, please! I'm being attacked!" And people.
Way to go to the guards who I'm a part of.
That's the problem, yeah. And you do see people begin to turn, and as he begins to shout, you do see people wearing the Jaeger mask begin to swarm in. For the sake of this, we'll say Noctis tears apart this guy over here, and I'm gonna end combat.
Oh, what?
Sorry, Seraph?
I can still do something, though.
At this point, he is in the crowd. Seraph, I'll give you your turn if you want to, but he's in the crowd, and there are guards actively moving towards his position.
And
I
Dora
think I
too,
can still
electric...
get to him.
You could do it. You could do the things.
Seraph?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I could still Misty Step.
Like, if we're committing to murder, we gotta full commit to committing to murder, you know?
Might as
Yeah, no,
well,
of
you know?
I mean,
Yeah, because he's about 60 feet away from me, and if I walk out the door and then Misty Step over to him, I can grapple him.
do you
Misty
have to...
Step's a bonus action.
Can't you also
I
dash
can
as a bonus
still-
action?
I can, but it would take too much movement because of the stupid corner.
Wait, fine, never. It's too late.
Yeah, because if I go through like this way, I can get.
No, that's really smart. I get you. Okay, cool.
Okay, so that's what I'm gonna do.
Bonus action, Misty Step through the building. Alright, go ahead, move your token.
Boop.
At this point, there are people in the streets. He has ran into the crowd.
It's okay. I can still grab onto him. I'm right beside him now. And I'm gonna do a dumb.
Go ahead.
Can I teleport us out of town?
You can certainly try. What does he need
That's
to
better.
save against?
That's a better one than I thought you were gonna do.
I
That's
can't
so good.
disintegrate him in the low town. I've learned my
Exactly.
lesson. I've changed.
You've
I'm so
learned
proud
one
of you.
lesson. Just one.
If Ramsey wasn't a giant ape, he could hug you right now.
Sorry, what did you want me to roll?
What does he need to roll to save against this spell?
Let me double check.
Because I know for a fact if he is not a willing creature, he gets to save.
Mm.
It would probably just be against spell,
And
right?
in this moment, he is not a willing participant. But would it be? I'm curious if this is like wisdom or constitution.
All right, let me double check. It doesn't say.
What spell are you casting?
Teleport.
Oh, you're using fully teleport. Okay. Give me a second. Okay. Teleport cannot be casted on an unwilling creature.
Aww.
But we have had...
That's...
I'm trying to think if we've had situations where like people haven't wanted to be teleported before.
Well, you might be able to use Misty Step or something like Dimension Door and pull him through. Let me look and see if there's more specific rules specifically for teleport. Because I know for a fact Dimension Door, you can take an unwilling creature, but I don't know if you can take it with the spell teleport, because it just says you cannot take objects or unwilling creatures is what it says in the spell thing. It says, if your target is an object, it must be able to fit within a 10-foot cube, and it can't be held or carried by an unwilling creature. Which doesn't... which is like, I'm like, I don't know what happens if you're trying to teleport the unwilling creature.
I don't think it officially says, like, in Dimension Door that you can bring an unwilling creature, and we usually, like, kind of do it for the coolsies. So it might just be the same way with this, but that's up to you.
The first thing that was, like, to my knowledge, to teleport an unwilling creature, you need to kill them, then teleport their body as the body would be an object, and then revive them. That's what it says. Unwilling teleportation does not work. The only way you could do it is if you kill him and then move his body.
What if I shove him in my bag of holding?
I don't think that works. Especially while he's conscious, and he is going to actively be fighting you, and also he has backup, so... yeah. Okay, do you want to try a different spell?
I don't really have anything else.
Okay.
I mean, you could do your classic. You could do the...
I can't disintegrate him. I could probably put him to sleep.
You could definitely do that. You could put him to sleep, but by then the guards would get on.
I could also try lying to the guards. I had too much to drink.
Yeah, that's absolutely what you can do.
Well, he's covered in blood.
There are three giant apes in the bar behind him. So, we'll see how well that gets you.
I'm sure I could spend something.
What do you want to do? What do you want to do? I'll give you your turn, but then I'm going to end combat because we're going to get to Ripley's turn, and this is what's going to happen.
Alright, yeah, I'll cast sleep.
Go ahead.
I think that's all I can do, because I can't just get him out of here.
Yeah.
It's so frustrating.
Teleport works with a bunch of willing creatures. Unwilling... I'm like, if there's a save or something, I would be so down. Because I think right now, Elazar is the equivalent of an unwilling creature. Which is, I think, is fair.
Because anything else I have would take too long for him to be willing.
Put him to sleep and shut him up. And then you guys can actually try to talk your way out of it.
Yeah, okay. We'll try that.
Oh, shit. Actually, hey.
What? Oh, he's an elf.
He's a
right?
drow, yeah. Sorry.
A quick thing.
Yeah.
It's really funny. Alycia said this earlier. I just saw someone suggest it. I'm not saying it's legal per se, but I was looking at how to teleport unwilling creature to try to come up with a suggestion. Okay. And one of the first things someone said was, put them in a bag of holding.
That's what I just suggested.
I know. It's just, I love that people think like that.
Do you want to try and grapple him?
Yeah.
I mean, might as well. Nothing really falls out of the bag of holding unless they summon it.
Two wizards get into a grappling fight. So go ahead and make me an athletics check, Zareth.
Well, shit. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, if this is what you want to do, you can grab hold of him if that's what you want. I'll let you.
You have your fate die, right? Just in case.
And
yeah, I do.
And Jegg still has a 69.
And yeah, I'll give you my 69 for sure if you fail.
Alright, let's try this.
It's not a fail, it's competitive. So, if you want to do the 69 and use the 69 to roll with advantage, I'll let you do that if you want. If Jegg wants to give up the 69.
I'll give up the 69.
Fate dice can't give you advantage, but I'll let you, for this scenario, I'll let the 69 give you advantage if Jegg wants to give it up. So, Zareth, if you want to roll an athletics check with advantage?
I'll try.
Alright, go, wizard, go! No!
Just to make sure I understand how the fate die works, doesn't it, like, just replace the roll? Like, it's not necessarily advantage.
Yeah, it replaces.
It's like...
Yeah, it replaces.
Then can Alycia still use it?
In this scenario,
because it's an ability check.
If you want it, yeah, it is an ability check. Sure, I'll let you get your fate die for this.
Cool.
Come on, Alycia.
Oh wow.
No!
It just doesn't get any better.
Okay. He also did roll a natural 20.
Great.
I was like, if you also roll a natural 20, I would give it to you. But that would be asking a lot of the dice. You try to grab him, and he just shoves you off, immediately putting distance between you, as you see him run to the nearest guard that he sees. As you see the tall, looming Fieldborg figure of Clyde beginning to walk towards, as you see Elazar immediately go and just cower into, like, behind Clyde. And Clyde looks around with confusion. At this point, he's standing outside the windows. All of you can see him as Elazar cowers behind him. And Clyde just very quietly and calmly goes,
not attack, but do something?
Sure.
Can I... Okay, it's... Yeah, this is either gonna go really well or really bad. Want to, like, kind of... I'm fairly injured looking, so I think I can fake this. I want to try to stumble out of the window like I'm trying to escape something and just pretend to pass out.
Shh, roll a deception check.
And just, like, fall to the ground.
Yeah.
Also, at this point, I feel like it's reasonable if I attempt to, if all of us drop monkey form.
Yeah. You can command
the
fix.
16.
You immediately drop monkey form. All of you return back to your normal. Okay, cool. I'm gonna. That's a D12. Fucking goddamn it.
Perfect. There's no way I could fail if it's a D12.
Clyde immediately kind of puts a hand on Elazar's shoulder as you see him beginning to use his lay on hands ability. And you see immediately the drow begins to heal. The wounds that you've caused him immediately heal over as Clyde heals him. And he looks to you, Rypley, as you kind of collapse out of the window a little bit too dramatically. And Clyde looks at you and just quietly goes, Rypley, I need you to go.
And I can't, I'm assuming I just can't try again.
He knows, yeah. His passive insight is 18.
Okay, there's... When Rypley is getting off, he's just gonna slide the mask off of his head and walk. Just looking down, fully just leave... I don't know how far I can go, but I'm gonna try to leave the town itself and leave my mask behind.
Okay, you just gonna walk away? Okay.
Yeah, no, I'm leaving.
Clyde, that's not Clyde, man, but that's, oh boy.
No,
Clyde's not looking at you as he says this. It's more just he's kind of looking, you can see he's kind of surveying the scene.
He said leave. He's leaving.
Oh, by the way, I want to make it clear. Upon turning out of 8 form, Holly is going to take 100 gold out of her hair and just drop it on the floor.
Yeah, shake, clank, 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 clank. Yeah, it's fine. 100 gold is just laying on the floor now. People kind of looking a bit confused. Clyde just kind of looks at all of you, and if you're not going to say anything, he's just going to go, I'll meet you all at the hall, okay? I'm very sorry, Lord Elazar, that this disruption happened to you. And you see Elazar, you guys could see him biting back that smile. But he manages to hold himself together and just he doesn't say anything this time, he just quietly nods to Clyde and turns, leaving his coat on the ground there, and begins to exit, walking away.
Can I say something
Yeah,
that
absolutely.
he might hear?
Yeah, absolutely.
Realize that Lilith had such weak friends.
And he's not going to respond to you as you see him just... You can see his ear kind of twitch, letting you know that he did hear you, but he doesn't say anything in response, and he does continue forward.
Based off his body language, did that, like, hit any nerve? I have a passive insight of 20.
I think it annoyed him. It very obviously, it did kind of annoy him, like you're still trying to fight him after he is so confident that he won. But I think it's more annoyance. It definitely did hit a string, though. But he walks away. Doesn't say anything else.
Is he still in earshot?
No, he walks away through the ground, vanishes.
Damn, I had one more thing.
Sorry, do you want to say... Yeah, I'll let you say one more thing. It's gonna take him like a minute or two to completely vanish. He doesn't teleport away this time.
I'm gonna pick up the coat, I'm gonna put it away, and as he's walking away,
Yeah.
it's like, I do guess they need a piggyback.
Yeah, you can pick up the coat and shove it into your bag of holding if you want.
Yeah, for coat.
Freak out. So go ahead and add an obsidian dragon coat to your inventory. Which is, that's kind of disgusting to have, but that's, you know, you own that now.
Yours
Yeah,
now?
it'll be buried soon.
Yeah. Sorry.
As the rest of the
If you
sorry.
ever need a fur transplant.
As the party has been asked to leave the scene and Rypley is gone, I think Ramsey's gonna... I'd like to make a survival check. I want to keep in mind, like, I'm tracking him, basically. I want to know which direction he's going. If I can just, you know, for later.
Sure. Go ahead. Make a quick survival. I'll give you survival.
That one.
You were a monkey and you threw a piano. That was sick as fuck, dude. Sorry, Ramsey.
I see where Ripley put his mask.
It'd be right where, like, the entrance of where the broken window would be.
Okay, can I grab that and chase after him?
Yeah. Yeah. At this point, if you guys don't want to say anything else to Clyde, you guys can leave the scene.
Can I say, the moment I'm, like, more in the crowd, I don't think I have Zephyr Strike still concentrated after being hit, but after that I'm going to use full movement to, like, leave the walls of the entire town.
Alright. For the sake of this, I'm gonna allow your friends to catch up with you. You're probably gonna have to sprint because it looks like Rypley is running.
Like, the moment that I got out of Clyde's sight, I'm just using full action 65 movement.
Yeah,
I think I would
your
dash
friends-
actually is almost 70.
Okay, Zephyr Strike doesn't last for that long. It's only a minute, right?
No, but I mean, with my movement normally is 35
That's true. Okay.
dash
You
to make
guys,
it.
I'll say this, for the sake of this, your friends, you see Rypley immediately run and begin to sprint away. All of you see this. So, you feel free to catch up with him.
I just need to keep him in eyesight.
Easy enough. I mean, it's a pretty straight line from here out of town, and you're easily able to follow Rypley to the gates. At this point, all of you, you heard that you were told to return to the hall, but if you want to chase Rypley to the gates, I totally get that.
Ramsey's gonna look toward Holly and Quinn.
I just don't trust that dude.
And then see Zareth heading off.
Go back!
Okay.
Ramsey is going to start heading back as Zareth requested, if the others will join him.
That's a great question. Holly will start to walk back, and the second she is out of, like, eye shot, is going to pass without a trace and then stealth.
He would have gone with you if you just told him.
Noctis
We don't follow rules here.
Noctis is going to kind of follow as well behind.
Is Quinn still here?
Quinn?
There was something I wanted to say to Clyde before we left.
Perfect, that's why I asked.
Yep. I just want to look at him. We do have much to discuss. And then I'll leave with everyone else who I'm able to see.
I'm sorry, could you repeat what you said? You kind of cut out a little bit, sorry.
Yeah. We do have much to discuss.
I can tell. Clyde does stay, and you can see he begins to kind of immediately find, like, the shop owner. And you see he kind of, like, the shop owner seems to be, like, this elderly elven woman. You could see him immediately apologizing on behalf of the guard, and then, I mean, that little, like, half-elf girl from behind the counter begins to pick up all the gold Holly left, and, it appears he's still going to stay for a minute to try and help clear some things up. As you can see, some other of the Jäger guard, people wearing the Jäger masks, come and begin to immediately try to help sweep up the glass and try to, like, immediately try to help this business in whatever way they can. So you're welcome to go. Holly, go ahead, roll stealth check for me, and also tell me, where the fuck are you going?
I'm just following. I just want to make sure that Rypley is okay.
Oh, so you're
'Cause,
following
you know,
Ripley. Okay.
I mean, yeah, I'm worried about our dog friend. Our dog, I care about dog friend.
Yeah, okay, go ahead.
Okay.
So everybody's following Ripley at this point.
Yeah, sounds like it. Yeah.
Alright. You guys can make it to the gate where Ripley, I'm assuming you kind of slow down there.
Oh wait, that's the wrong kind
Yeah,
of that's the
that-
wrong track. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that.
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
you're fine.
I can't. I want to be like outside and just try to like hide myself.
Yeah, you can kind of get outside
Can I?
the wall.
Can I climb one of the trees?
Sure. Yeah, I'll say easy enough. You're able to crawl up one of the trees. I'm not going to make you roll for it. And your friends who have to sprint after you, you guys see Ripley kind of crawling up one of the trees. And you can sit up there, curl up in a ball, and kind of sulk.
Yeah, just gonna sit up there with his back towards the city.
I'll just sit beneath the tree he's hiding in. You fought him. Why?
Doesn't really say anything.
You knew that would cause trouble for you. So, why? Wasn't your people he murdered?
I don't really want to talk right now.
If we don't talk now, you'll never talk. So, say what you can.
I really don't want to talk right now. Can you all just leave me?
And he will sit back down underneath the tree.
Anyone else? Oh.
Ramsey is going to not quite approach Rypley, but
Are you
Hang
getting in the tree?
no. No, he's not getting in the tree. He's going to look off into the distance for a moment. Give a little nod.
For the record, I thought that what you said was wise. But more so, that your choice to start a fight was also very wise. And if Clyde is half the man that I believe you to be, he and the Order will understand.
And Ram will give Rip his space and just sort of go back to the group, Quinn and Noctis.
Would like to walk over, just sit next to him.
In the tree.
You climbed the tree?
Yes. Sorry, I zoned out for a second and missed that part.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, I'm gonna climb. I wanna climb the tree.
Okay.
I wanna climb the tree. Fuck it.
Roll an athletics check to try and climb the tree, Quinn.
I'll give advantage when Ramsey realizes he's
Boost
doing
him up,
this.
Boost him up, yeah.
I'm gonna boost him
I'll
up.
give you advantage, because it's funny. I'll give it to you.
For advantage. Oh,
Come on.
fuck!
When I set the DC at 10, I really thought that would be nothing for you.
That's not wrong.
Even with boosted, you
rolled
kind
so
of
many nat
end up just
20s
like
today.
sitting on. I'll say with an 8 though, you can't quite get up into the tree, but you can kind of sit there very politely on Ramsey's broad shoulder. If Ramsey was willing to hold you, you
Ramsey
can
will
sit there.
hold
So
him.
You're a little higher, but you're not beside Ripley. But you're about eye level with him.
I'm not leaving. Ripley. It's not to any of us all. We're here for you. Just like you're there for us. I'm also going to give Ramsey a thankful pat on the head.
Ramsey nods. He's been there.
You guys can wait. If none of you want to speak, you guys sit quietly. Noctis kind of does the same. Kind of goes and takes a seat. Kind of, I guess, next to you, Zareth. He doesn't say anything, but he goes and
Sarah won't say anything when he sits down.
he's just gonna go sit. Just kind of goes beneath the tree. Little in the way of Ripley, but yeah. He sits and you guys kind of wait for about an hour. And as the second kind of hour, if you guys are still waiting out there by then, are you?
I don't think they're leaving unless I leave, and I'm definitely not.
Yeah. So by
No,
the
yeah.
second time the second hour comes in, it's beginning to get a little bit dark, as it is still winter, even though it is only like about like 5 p.m. It is already dark outside. And you guys hear the kind of flapping wings of a hawk. As a hawk kind of flies over and begins to circle around the tree and lets out a little caw, back for recall, which is immediately followed by very fast footsteps. As you see a slightly out of breath Devin immediately running up as they kind of run up to the tree, and they're like, "Oh, good, you're not far. Okay, good. Oh God, we got so worried that you had actually left the town. Ripley, are you okay?"
I'm just still not gonna say anything.
God, you're so annoying. Okay, please come home. Please. We need to settle this now. And, okay, Clyde didn't tell me, anything.
Is the Hunter Lord still throwing a bitch fit?
Who? He just said that you were missing and sent us out to find you.
Is that all he said?
Well, he said he said he needed to speak with you, and then he was worried because you guys weren't at home. What happened?
Elizar, Elivel.
Oh, that fucking twink? Okay, okay, it's not my place. I don't need to know the answers. It's okay. Ripley, if you don't get out of that tree, I'm gonna come up there and kick you out of it.
Yeah, is that the only way to do it?
You can't just run away from your problems, Ripley. Listen, I don't know exactly what happened, but if you punched that twink in the face, he probably fucking deserved it. And so, I don't know. Please?
Why?
Because we're your family, Ripley. And we just need to figure it out. It'll be okay.
Why are you... Why, so you can fucking come home and be berated?
I don't know.
Does he want me to come back so he can yell at me more? I didn't even do it to begin with, but I'm sure that'll happen.
Ripley, I can't promise that he's not gonna be upset with you. I mean, obviously, you kind of destroyed a shop today. But it's not entirely your fault. Technically, you're all at fault. Gestures to... Listen, You made a mistake. It's okay. But...
Apparently that's all I do is make mistakes.
Alright. any of you guys gonna help, or are we just gonna sit here? Okay,
What am I
Ramsey
supposed to
has
say?
been. Ramsey's.
Old words go one ear, not the other.
Don't say that to him. Right now.
Ramsey's been holding Quinn up until now, but I think at this point he's going to take the time to either put Quinn up or put Quinn down, because it's been an hour, we
yeah,
established.
it's been an hour. It's been like almost 2 hours. You please put Quinn down.
You've had enough uppies today, Quinn. And Ramsey is going to
That's a little bit.
look from Devon to Rypley. And I think now Ramsey's going to climb up. Do you want athletics or acrobatics?
Yeah, athletics. Yeah.
18.
You can crawl up there.
Ripley. It can be difficult at times. When our hearts tell us one thing is right, but the world sees something else. You do amazing things every day. And I never want you to feel like we resent you for making these choices. I'm sorry that we have. You defended us today. You defended Zarif today. I'm proud of you. You've been carrying a lot for a very long time. I can't promise that I truly understand that burden, but what I can say is, if you will come back with us, I will stand beside you, no matter what they have to say.
And he waits.
Please.
I really don't want to talk or go back. Can you all just leave me alone already?
If that is what you think is best.
Ramsey's going to jump down.
Maybe it is for the best that we give him real space.
He has space. He's in the tree.
Zarif. We should go.
I'm not going anywhere with the hunters out. I don't like the look he gave.
Then we can leave.
Then go.
Zarif, please.
No. I'm not leaving the boy alone.
Okay. Devin? Bring me to Clyde, please.
Yes, sir.
So, someone needs to answer for what has been done. And I threw the first punch, so
Did you really?
I did.
Okay. Well, I don't know what happened. Okay, that's fine. Just make sure Rypley comes back.
Tell him if he wants me back so bad, then he should have come out here to get me instead of you. If he's really that worried, then why didn't he come and...
I don't know, he's got a lot on his plate, and also, I'm the best tracker. Out of literally the entire...
He did not look like the tracking type.
He's really not. Love him dearly, but like... Okay. But if you, as long as you stay in this place, I can tell him exactly where you are. Okay, yeah, never mind. You know what? Ramsey, you can
Yes.
tell him that, or maybe I will. I don't know. We'll figure it out when we get there. Just come.
Okay.
You see Devin kind of like looks over everybody, kind of Quinn and Holly as well, and Devin kind of looks at Noctis a little nervously. Then Noctis kind of looks at Devin, then back to Rypley, but he kind of looks at Seraph and... Yeah. Diplomacy is what I'm best at. I'll come with Ramsey. And he kind of gets up.
Can I, before he gets up, can I walk over and put a hand on his shoulder?
Yeah, absolutely. He kind of stops. Looks at you.
Go after your brother. And I'll go to follow Ramsey.
Okay. Noctis will also stay then. Holly?
Liz, are you still having tech issues? I see you're muted.
Oh, she might still be having tech issues. In that case, we'll just say Holly follows along with Quinn and Ramsey and Devin. Is that okay? Well, the crew.
Maybe also I'm gonna get some water and wait for her to respond again. Holly follows quietly behind Ramsey.
Okay, so we'll
was
say
from a while ago.
We'll say that Holly continues to follow in this scenario. We'll keep following those instructions.
Aye.
So, Noctis is with you, Seraph. Kind of goes back to sitting quietly. This time he kind of goes and leans against a different tree, kind of physically giving Rypley a little bit more space. But he's still within the area. You can still hear what's going on. Guess I'll close the front door. Sorry, I realized it's still open. Hello? Sorry, Roll20 just wasn't letting me clear anything off of my screen. That was weird for a second. It's all good. So, Rypley, you, Zareth, and Noctis are kind of left alone in the vicinity for a little bit. Would you like to go first, or would you like me to kind of describe...
I mean, I'm not gonna be doing anything.
I wanted to make sure in case you wanted specifically, like, to be alone. Alright, I wanted to be sure. Awesome. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. Can you give me, like, one moment? Yes, I need to go to the washroom, and I've been waiting for, like, a moment for you guys to just have, like, a roleplay moment, but you haven't,
Yeah.
so...
Yeah,
I'm gonna
okay,
do
okay. Alright, Quinn and Ramsey start heading back with Holly in tow. Do we want to roleplay or do we want to talk out of character while we wait for Caleb?
It's a great question.
Hi, chat. Well, thanks so much to the raiders that came today. Live and Let's Die. Pretty cool of you for showing up. Welcome to Aspen Grove. We've been playing D&D together for just over a year now. I want to say that October was the anniversary, right? Aspen Grove is our Dungeons and Dragons campaign run by our good friend Caleb, aka Teafling Live. The six of us have been playing D&D together for quite some time now. I want to say I'm the newest member, and I got here in 2021. And so the rest of you, this is what, year 4 or so of playing D&D together? Maybe more like 3? Sorry if my math is off.
I lost count.
It's been a long time.
Closing in on 4 years.
Nice. We all have a lot of fun here. I play
Ramsey Novak.
Ramsey is a drow fighter who's kind of going through a vampire arc right now. Thanks, Caleb. I'm here with my good friends Steven, Alycia, Dante, and Liz is AFK. We're just so happy to have you all here. Thanks a bunch for coming.
Hi.
Wasn't sure if anyone else wanted to do introductions. We can always just make small talk again.
What are we doing? I don't know.
Oh,
I don't
nothing.
know
I was just telling Stream about Stream and that we've been playing D&D for a few years. We were just chit-chatting. You're so good. Welcome back.
Liz is right. But that's okay. That's fine. We'll have one mad scientist character every campaign, okay? Alright. So, Ramsey, Quinn, and Holly, you guys follow Devin back to the hall, where immediately you can see the entrance is swarmed with people. Oh no. The boy has entered my room. Fear.
Oh no.
No, it's okay. It's okay. I didn't close my door, so that's on me. I'll be fine. I'll kick him out in a little bit. It's swarmed with people shouting questions, holding up small recording devices, and shouting questions towards the door. And immediately, as you guys kind of walk towards it, Devin kind of stops and kind of points to a wider route, allowing you guys to basically do a wide berth around the hall. And kind of getting in through a back entrance, which kind of leads through the back of the kitchen. You guys kind of walk past what would be go walking in through the kitchen. Immediately, you can see and feel the chaos within the hall as people are running. You can see a barricade of tables and chairs have been pushed up against the front door, which are normally wide open to the public, as this is normally a place of like housing and security, but now it is being barricaded, and you could see people panic, looking around for any sort of answers or anything, but you don't see Clyde. And Devin kind of begins to look around a little bit, and and then you kind of see them they hold their breath for a moment. Okay, I thought he would be out of conversations by now. But if he's not back, then, and as they kind of say that, you hear kind of that, a large kind of arcane tearing sound. As you could see, one of the sort of small, very thin, kind of posts that kind of hold up the center of the hall kind of tears open, and you do see out steps Clyde, though he's not adorned in his large sort of meticulous armor anymore. He seems to be in much more light linen clothing, very casual wear, and has a very large cloak over his shoulders. His kind of mask is kind of held onto his shoulder, and he kind of turns and he goes, you're missing. Where's Rypley?
He would not leave the spot we found him in. At the edge, in the tree. I think he needs you. What happened today, it was not his fault, it was mine.
I don't care whose fault it was. It's just now we have a situation we gotta deal with. And I had to accept. I had to accept my decision. You three are welcome to stay here. You know where your rooms are.
What is happening? To completely be honest with you, I was expecting to be arrested or something of the sort.
No, I'm familiar with you guys, and what kind of people you are. And I'm not the kind of person to just... Oh, right, Sorry, give me 1 second, the cat... Hello, Papa.
I'll grab him.
I love the idea that one of Devon's cats just comes up, and so Devon has to walk off screen. Give me 1 second, the cat. Love that. Love that. Love headcanons.
Sorry. God, I knew that was going to be an issue. Okay. I'm so sorry. Oh, this session has been chaos. Okay. I'm not going to kick you out over doing what you felt was right. Whatever reason that was for attacking someone of that high regard. Obviously, I'm not happy with any of you. But I also believe that you guys are doing the right thing.
I promise you that everything will be explained as soon as you need it to be. But in the meantime, I really feel that Rypley needs you right now.
Devon. Devon kind of goes, okay, yeah, so he's kind of at the tree just outside the gates, probably about 30 or so feet or so, probably to the right. And you see Kai kind of nod, kind of wave his hand once again towards that sort of centermost post, and kind of go, well, I'll see you guys again soon. Just not as your master. He kind of does a soft smile and steps through. Changing scene immediately following Clyde. Zareth, you feel that large arcane terror as you see somebody cast Tree Strider, and Clyde steps out of the tree, exactly the tree that you guys are leaning against. Once again, not in that bright, adorned armor that he wears, that he's so often seen in. He's wearing casual clothing, like common clothing, and has this very large, heavy-looking cloak over his shoulder. He's still a massive dude, even without the armor.
Zareth points up and mouths, "Be gentle."
He kind of looks to you, gives you a quiet nod. It kind of gives you like a hand motion to like kind of shoo, but in like a polite way of like he would like some space to talk to Rypley kind of way.
Yeah, he'll give them some space. He's not letting them leave. I shot them.
Yeah.
But he'll get out of earshot.
Definitely. You can kind of see Noctis is kind of doing the same thing as he gets up and kind of begins to walk further into the woods, but you can still see he's like keeping his head turned towards the conversation. And Clyde kind of looks up at the tree, up towards Rypley. I'm not mad at you.
Now you show up.
I'm sorry. I had to clear some things up. But everything should be handled now. It should be.
So now what?
I'm not gonna ask you why you did. Why you picked that fight. I know you're smart and you make your own decisions. But I do think that tree's a little bit too small to hold someone of my size. Why don't you come down here?
I still don't want to.
Alright. Oh, can't make you do anything. Never could. He kind of like leans his back against the tree. Rypley, you're just like slightly above his head. And it's, once again, he is like almost 7 feet tall. Actually, he's probably over 7 feet. He's enormous. I don't know why. I don't know why your friends decided to attack him. But I'm sure it was for a good reason. The guy has never been anything but a bit of a rat. I just wish you would have sent word or anything beforehand so that I could prepare something. Sudden attacks don't really go over well in the more formal courts and stuff, but we'll be okay.
So what now? So this is the part when you tell me to leave my stuff and get out of here?
Quite the opposite. I need you to go home. Take a rest in your room. I'm not gonna kick you out or expel you from this.
Why? But why? It's what you should do.
You see, he kind of reaches up a hand and kind of very gently places it on your arm, Rypley. Because we care about you. You're one of us. That's what family does. We make sacrifices. And we'll keep doing that just to be sure that you're safe.
Shouldn't. You shouldn't have to.
Yeah, well.
You should just let me leave. I won't come back. I'll stop. I'll just end up causing more issues if I stay. I'll just go somewhere else and mess it all up there.
Ripley, you can make as many mistakes or mess as much up as you need to in this world, and you'll always have a home. I don't care what sort of messed up world-ending of events you may cause. We'll figure it out.
Why do you keep letting this happen? Why can't you just make the hard decision for me?
Because I don't want to let you go.
Everywhere that I go, I mess something up. I the first day, practically the first day, and then we got to Endora when we were in the outside, we were almost blamed for something bad. When we went into the city, I almost got myself killed. Anytime that I need my brother's help, everything goes wrong. Why can't I just keep running away after I've messed something up? I did it back when I was a kid, and I'll do it again now. Run as far as I have to, as long as everyone else is away from me. So they can at least have some kind of normal life without somebody messing everything up at every turn. I should have just kept running that day. And none of this could have happened. Everyone I would have... What?
If you kept running that day we found you in the woods, I don't think any of us would be in the same place. Say what you will, say whatever you want. Scream as loud as you want into the woods. Ripley, the day I found you, I think it changed me forever. I'd never met anyone like you before, but I could just tell that you were full of courage and ambition, and I knew you weren't gonna stay in the hall forever. I knew that you were gonna leave again, and you were gonna find some weird friends. But I told you, and I promised myself that no matter what, Nimith would always be your home. I'm not gonna let you isolate yourself again. I know it's weird now that you got your brother back in your life, but when you told me what happened to you, and I saw you grow into that, the young warrior you are, I knew that no matter what happens, I'm never gonna let you run away from us.
I don't deserve any of this. I don't deserve to keep given second chances. People can't keep taking the brunt of what my punishment should be.
Okay. Then, let's talk. How about you and your friends are all very able people. You're quite strong, talented. And you got that druid with you. She's probably, you ask her for help, but I will personally set a, let's say, 6 days. 6 full, hard-working days of community service, and you have to help rebuild that cafe that you destroyed. That means full routines, going around, full patrols of the village every day for 6 days. And if, you know, the council finds any issue with you staying in town, I'll deal with them myself. And I'll make sure whatever punishment we decide. Well, frankly, I think your friend Ramsey probably should deal the front of it, since he was the one who initiated the fight, and you were simply standing up for yourself. So, but, you know, you're all guilty parties and need to take part of it in some way. How does that sound? 6 days and I trap you in the town. Exiling you is not gonna solve any issues, Rypley. If we were to exile you, then what? I never get to see you again? That's a punishment on me, Devin, and all your friends. I'm pretty sure, you know, another, you know, one of the other winds might take you in. You have a pretty good rapport with them after your trial. But if you want to serve your time, you're going to serve it in your hometown. Alright?
I don't know what else to say.
Why don't you get out of the tree?
I don't think he's gonna leave, but is gonna stop turning away from everyone.
You see Clyde kind of holds out a hand to you.
Well, what'll happen next then, after everything is done?
I don't know. We'll figure it out as we go. I'll call the other winds. We'll figure it out. I'm sorry I've been so busy. Between preparing for war and everything, it's not been the easiest these past few weeks. I'm sorry I wasn't there for you.
It's fine, I guess. Maybe I do deserve whatever's coming, but the person that deserves it more is it's not us. This
It's Elazar.
Nimith isn't just it's not our home, it's his, it's Jaeger's.
It is now.
Our home shouldn't be controlled and defined by people that call themselves hunters, people that mercilessly take down beasts without any repercussion. People who don't follow our ways should have no right to live here anymore.
Rypley. Nimith is a very old city. And Jaeger is not the only god which watches over the city. We are lucky that he's given us the power to be able to protect the city physically. But also, that hide that Elazar wore is not... He's not a hunter. He never has been. If anything, maybe his great-great-great-great-great-granddad maybe was the one. But to be honest, it's been years. And I don't think nobles like him do any sort of hunting anymore. I think they just show it off as some, I don't know, decoration. I don't get it. But tell you for certainty that he was not the one to kill that dragon. The fact that your friend is also the same kind of dragon... Okay, you know what? I've got questions about that, but I think I can save them for later. He kind of says that, kind of looks over in the direction of Zareth. A little uneasy, but Clyde kind of keeps it to himself for a second. Oh yeah, doesn't he have your mask? Kind of turns towards Zareth, and kind of like waves you over a little bit more, if you would approach.
Is the boy feeling better?
Yeah. Who knows?
You should give him this, and he'll pass the mask over.
Yeah, I was just about to ask for it.
He'll listen to you, and he'll walk back off.
Noctis kind of remains within the general area. His ears are kind of folded back slightly, but he's listening. But Clyde will take the mask, kind of reach up, Rypley, and place it on your head. There. You ready to go home?
I don't know.
Well, I'm not gonna carry you home like you were when you were a pup. So. I'll wait with you until you're ready. But your friends
Just
are waiting for
doesn't-
you.
It just doesn't feel right.
What doesn't feel right?
This, everything. And people like that don't deserve to still be here.
As much as I agree with you, people like that have money.
And what?
You'd be surprised how much you need money to do anything, even for people like us. To be...
But what do they even do for us, for the people of the city? Make them give their money to them?
They allow us to protect them, which sounds so dumb. But they pay for the food that we serve.
And the food that we go into the woods to get ourselves for our people. They don't own nature.
Rypley, if we were truly self-sufficient in the way you think we are, I wish we were. I wish we could live truly like
But why?
we should, but we can't.
Why can't we?
Nimeth needs us.
But it doesn't need them. We can be the people to give what they need.
I wish that was the case. That, with a city the size of Nimith, that would easily lead to overhunting. The amount of mouths we would need to feed. Without proper cattle or proper farms. Nimith is a city that relies on the trade. It always has. It produces some of the best magic, and, you know, our gardens are quite vast. But it's always been a city for the people. We were lucky enough to make it our home, and they've been gracious enough to give us the authority to be their guard. But if we choose to step out of line, or if we make the wrong step, we very easily could be booted. And it's not fair. But it is just life, I guess.
There's better people that can take their position. I know there is.
And leave it to Bahamut? I don't think so.
He's not the only powerful person.
No, but he is the one who used to own Nimith. Before he vanished. Left a little bit of a power hole, I guess. We were lucky we were able to fill it and help the people, and Nimith began to flourish again. And in these 20 years, it's been amazing. But now that he's back, the council has been more stressed than ever. They're afraid to fall underneath his rule again. And I get it. I don't want that either. And that's why we're preparing to fight. That's why we're setting up our defenses. And why we're doing all of this. We don't want to be just another city for that tyrant to rule.
But there has to be a way to take those other people out.
If there is, I better be the first person you let know. I'd gladly take their place in a heartbeat. But with the winds so spread apart, we don't have the manpower to take them down. There's people lurking in the shadows, and there always has been.
Ripley's gonna get out of the tree. The shadow. Eat that. What? Hey, Noctis, am I crazy for thinking what I might be thinking?
You see Noctis kind of lean in, and he kind of grins a little bit.
Are you thinking the same thing that I might be?
I think I'm thinking the exact same thing you are thinking.
Well, I mean, technically we do have... Ripley kind of does a cheesy bow towards Noctis, the Baron of Vespa, in our presence.
Sure, a temporary title until Anastasia comes running back. And Noctis
It looks at Nog.
Noctis just kind of
you kill her, or did she like actually get out?
I told this to Ramsey. I'm really not sure. I definitely hit her with some sort of attack, though I don't think it would have killed her unless she was that fragile. I think she might have teleported away, but to where, I don't fucking know. And honestly, you think she would show her face by now? I mean,
Judging, well, we'll come back to this later, but before we actually exit this situation, do you think she went like down under to the abyss? Considering that's kind of what's been ruining Ramsey and Damien. Like isn't that where all that stuff that they were doing came from?
I think you're right.
It's just a thought, but either way, Vespa has more of a council than just you, right?
No, actually, it is just me. No, it's quite pathetic. The way the town is set up, it is completely built on the hierarchy of whoever is Baron. No wonder the people are dying.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Oh, I know.
There has to be more people that we can...
Wait.
Just forge documents.
Exactly. And also, technically, we have both Ramsey and Damien, who are the rightful heirs to Vesper. I'm just saying.
We also have the Iron Guards. Perhaps you could use them as pawns.
Well, as long as Ramsey agrees to give me some sort of say over the protection of Vesper,
I mean, if you two agree upon something, you could both together be the ones in charge, and that'd be better than just one person, right? Plus, if you take Damien, who is under their name.
You see Clyde kind of immediately place a hand on both of you and Noctis's shoulder and kind of go, why don't we have this conversation together with your whole party involved? I have a feeling that they're going to want to hear your thoughts on this.
You should talk to those you need. Good luck.
Where are you going? Zareth?
I'm not going anywhere.
You made it sound like you were going to leave, so I've got to be sure. Alright. So, do you guys want to head back to the hall now?
Yeah, I think at this point it's time.
Alright.
Let's go!
Zareth,
He did
are you
it!
heading back to the hall as well?
Are
you heading back to the Jaeger hall as well?
Not yet.
Damn it, I knew it. That's exactly why. Clyde will begin to meander kind of towards, but he kind of keeps an eye and kind of stops as he watches Zareth that you're not following entirely. What are you doing?
I will make my way back in a moment. Please, continue without me.
You sure?
It's not that big. I will not be lost.
Alright. Interesting. Don't make me regret it. And Clyde will continue to follow after the brothers. Zareth, what are you doing?
He's just gonna find somewhere a little further away from the town to bury the cloak. Kind of like a makeshift grave.
As you pull the cloak out of your bag, easy enough to do so, I'll allow you to do it. As you pull the cloak out of your hands, and kind of begin to place it into the hole, you do realize that the coat has completely mended itself. All of the rips, the blood, the damage, all of the ice damage, all of it has mended itself over the time it was just set in the bag. It It seems to have returned back to its perfect quality. But you can place it and dig a small hole and bury it.
Ye. It is pay their respects and then go back to after a while.
Alright. So, everybody else who's at... Actually, we are coming in on time, and also Liz hasn't returned yet.
Yeah, Liz let us know that her internet is not getting fixed anytime soon, so she just went off.
Yeah, it was kaput.
Cool.
Yeah.
Alright, and then in that case, I would say let's call session here. Because I think we've got some scheming to do next week.
Yeah,
And also, I kind of need Holly to do this next plot thing. So,
yeah.
we're gonna. I think we're gonna end game here then.
Okay.
Yeah.
Slash, it's good. It's good. It's all good.
I'm glad that Rypley caught on to my words. That made me very happy.
I had a lot of feelings. They were good, but also I'm scared. But also they were good, and I love Rypley.
We're gonna raid. We're gonna say Saren Kintmo. What I can't read today, but that's okay. We're gonna raid. We're gonna raid her. She's my cousin, so we're gonna raid.
Whoa! Streamer family crossover. Let's go!
Crossover episode.
Alright, everybody say bye. 3, 2, 1,
Bye!
Bye.
Yay.